Hello, callers, and welcome back to Barça Live. And it's time for the road to the first trophy of the season. It's on the line, as today we play in the Spanish Supercup semi-finals. We play, as we did last year, by the way, in Saudi Arabia and against Athletic Club de Bilbao. It's a big one. It's a really big one. And Barça know if they win tonight, they'll be in Sunday's final against either Real Madrid or Atletico de Madrid. So lots on the line. It's one of those exciting games of the season. And I'm delighted to say I'm joined for this one by Spencer Siegel. Spence, welcome back. Happy New Year to you, by the way.
Happy New Year, man.
This is big. This is nice.
I'm glad we're able to do this in 2026. Look at us.
Yeah, we're here.
Who knew?
Yeah, there you go.
No, this is a great opportunity to watch some football on a day when we weren't really expecting it, because now we get into that part of the season where we get games basically twice a week.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy right now. Yeah,
fine.
The schedule's mad. Yeah.
Good for me.
Yeah. Spence, I can tell you there's plenty of people in the chat. George says, Spence is back. Let's go. Yeah, win, win, win. Loads of win emojis. Hopefully, I was going to say 3 points there, Spence. Hopefully we get through to the final today with what is a big one. We've got some questions in the chat saying, what do we think of the starting 11? Well, I can tell you guys, you're going to have some thoughts about it right now, because I can tell you, here it is. This is the lineup that Barça have chosen for today's game. Joan Garcia starts in goal. Koundé's at right back. Cubarsí and Eric Garcia are at centre back. So we've seen a lot of Cubarsí and Gerard Martin in recent weeks. For today, it's Cuba and Eric. Balde, of course, remains at left back. In midfield, that allows Flick to go for De Jong and Pedri. Fermin, who was excellent off the bench against Espanyol, comes on and plays in the number 10 role. And Rooney starts off the right. Rafinha's off the left, we think. And Ferran's down the middle. Spence, there's quite a bit to unpick. There are some big, interesting decisions. Thoughts on the lineup, though?
Yeah, I mean, the obvious thing that you look at when you see a starting 11 like this is that Lamin's not in it. But I think we're almost used to seeing this in these types of games, because these semifinals can be very weird. And obviously, we'll probably see him at some point.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of conservation, strategic maneuvering to figure out when can we best slot him in on this Wednesday evening, so that if we win, Sunday comes around, but if we don't, then we have to play a game, because the next game coming up isn't going to be La Liga, it's going to be the Copa coming up next midweek. So there's a lot of balancing and juggling of different variables here, and I think Hansi knows what he's doing, and I'm just going to put my trust in him and see whatever he comes up with. We're good. We trust you, Hansi.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm just looking at some of the comments. Mike Lundqvist says 2026, the year of Barca. Let's hope so. I'll tell you what, 2025 wasn't too bad either. I will say that much. Ramos Barça, says George. I think you meant Vamos. Lamine resting, that's good. He plays a lot. Yeah, you made that point, Spence. The fixture schedule, by the way, guys, is crazy. Hopefully, if we win tonight, we'll have yet another game on Sunday. But if we include that Sunday game, as you said, Spence, we come back and we go straight into the Cup. By the way, today, Barça have been drawn against Racing de Santander. Spence, you all know that's going to be
spicy.
That's going to be spicy, and they are top of their Segunda. They are having a wonderful season. They knocked out Villarreal in the last round. From what I read, not even with a lot of their starters in the starting lineup. So, yeah, that's going to be tasty, that's for sure. As I say, that's like a week from now. So it's crazy. I think Flick does have to rotate. He does have to rest. And also, Spence, I've been looking at the Barca's bench in recent weeks. With the players we've got back in the team, I feel like the options from the bench are getting stronger and stronger. And we saw against Espanyol, they're helping us finish games better too.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you want it, right? Especially once you get into the part of the season where you're playing 2 games a week. And, well, based on what I'm looking at, and obviously the Champions League schedule hasn't been put up yet because we've still got such a long ways to go in that competition. There's still 2 more games in the league phase before we get to knockout phase, and it's going to come hard and fast over the next 3 months. It's not going to stop. These guys are going to be out there pretty much every other day, and that wears on you fatigue-wise, and it also means that a deeper bench gives you more flexibility, and the teams who can go deeper into their benches, ultimately, the ones with the squads that get it done are the ones who have more stamina at the end of the year.
Yeah, 100%. Right, Spence, all of that in mind. We can see, by the way, images from the King Abdullah Sports City in Saudi Arabia, Jeddah there for tonight's clash. Loads of Barça fans in attendance, which is always great to see, and plenty of you indeed on the members live channel. 6,000 of you. Massive thank you to all of you tuning in. A Hamster Go 7K says, hello, this is my first time watching with membership. Massive welcome to you. Welcome to the Barça family, and make yourself known in the chat. We've got plenty of discussion to go through.
Hamster Go 7K.
Yeah, that's...
Is that like a real... Is that legitimate? Is this the hamster going 7 kilometers? Can you explain Hamster Go 7K?
Yeah, explain the name, please.
Is the hamster making $7,000? Like, what's going on here?
Not a bad salary for the hamster.
It's better than ours.
Matt Lumbis says, welcome. 4x4 Charlotte says, welcome to Hamster 2. Hamster, loads of love for you on your first Barca Live show. And let us know the meaning of the name. Right, Spence, I've got a question for you.
Tell me.
I've got a question for the live chat too, as we always play before these games here on Barca Live. Key player for today. I've tried to go for players who I think are either coming back into the side or a moving position. Eric's played a lot of midfield. He's playing centre-back tonight. Fermin, I thought, was the game changer, really, against Espanyol. And he gets a big start today in the 10, in the full knowledge that Flick's got Olmo on the bench too. And then you got Rooney, who I'm going to be honest, I was not expecting to start tonight, Spence. Not with Lamine, not with Rashford, not with Lewandowski, and it's a massive, massive moment for him in his Barca career.
Yeah, but he's also proven at times already that he can meet a task that we're not necessarily ready to give him. We as fans might not think, okay, this dude's ready. Yeah. But it was pretty clear from the beginning when he got here that he's got some of that chispa.
He's got something. I like him. Yeah.
And so this is basically, I think, this is Hansi saying, you got 45 minutes. Yeah. Give us everything you got in those 45. If it's still going well, we can even extend it a little bit into the second half. Because also you got to think about, the possibility of what happens if this game gets extended a little bit.
If it's a draw, it's straight to pen, Spence.
Well, but then we're talking about the possibility of whether or not a guy like Rooney would be taking a pen, right? I mean, there's a lot of variables. The most important thing, though, for me is to answer your question, and Fermin is the guy that I'm watching today because he's the engine that really makes this midfield go when he's there. Eric, I don't really need to worry about him. I have full trust and confidence in whatever he's doing at all times. Rooney is more of an X factor. I wouldn't call him the key player because if he doesn't perform up to the level, it's all right.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've got clarification here, Spence. Hamster says, no, I just love hamsters. I wish he made 7K. Yeah, that'll be a nice boost for you, but no.
Hamsters are great. Love it.
Yeah,
love it. I agree.
Yeah, Spence is on your side.
I used to have a guinea pig, but...
Really? I had 2 guinea pigs as well, Yeah.
Really?
Back in the
Look
day,
at us bonding over guinea pigs, man. Yeah. Thanks, hamster.
Yeah, cute,
all right, come on.
Cute little creatures. Got loads of messages in the chat here, by the way. All of them basically, Spence, agreeing with you, saying Fermin is going to be the key player for this one. We've also had one from Bruna saying manifesting Pedri scoring, which was nice too. Right. As we had against Espanyol, we have Llorenç Tares from the stadium this evening. Llorenç, bona nit, ¿qué tal?
Good evening, Pablo. Welcome to Saudi Arabia. Oh, Spence, nice to see you also. Benvingudes. This is the King Abdullah Stadium. Not bad, really, to see this fantastic match against Athletic Club de Bilbao. Primera semifinal d'aquesta Supercopa. El Barça que busca revalidar el títol de la passada temporada. Recordem, guanyant en aquest mateix escenari l'Athletic Club l'any passat per 2-0. Ja heu vist l'alineació, no juga d'inici Lamine, no juga tampoc Gerard Martín, entre Rooney, gran novetat de l'equip blaugrana. Tornem a ser a Jeddah, 6a vegada que aquesta competició, la Supercopa, es disputa a l'Aràbia Saudita, la tercera i segona consecutiva que ho fa en aquesta localitat, on tot està preparat, on ja el camp es va omplint, i després us l'ensenyo, Déu-n'hi-do la de fans del Barça que avui ens acompanyen. Un Barça que, per cert, jugarà avui amb la 4a equipació i, si juga a la final diumenge, també amb aquesta equipació serà la que intentarà aixecar el títol. Recordem, demà, Real Madrid i Atlético de Madrid. Per tant, tot preparat, com diuen aquí, Pablo, salam aleikum, que ens ajudi la sort, que ens ajudi qui sigui avui a aconseguir el pas a aquesta gran final de diumenge. I per acabar, To finish, let me show a little bit the stadium, a little bit the fans. El nostre operador de càmera, el Pol Cuyàs, donarà la volta. Veieu aquest escenari fantàstic que ara mateix us ensenyarem i podrem veure els aficionats del Barça que són avui aquest King Abdullah Stadium, on els jugadors segueixen escalfant, on tot està preparat per viure l'emoció de la Supercopa. Ja ho veieu, moltíssimes samarretes del Barça clarament predominant avui en aquest Barça Athletic Club, primera semifinal de la competició.
Llorenç, thank you very much there. Look at that, Spence.
I
Full of Barca fans, the King Abdullah Sports City. I must say that's been a theme since the Super Cup changed format. It went to Saudi Arabia. Looks great.
Was that ever in doubt?
No.
You know?
Looks good, doesn't it?
If we do get a potential, look, gotta take care of business tonight. But if
Yeah.
you, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. But if you do get that Clásico final in the Supercopa, most of the people in Saudi Arabia have come to see Barça and Madrid, and so both of the games in the next two nights are going to have that atmosphere to it that Barça will almost feel like a home team tonight.
No, it is certainly a factor. And also what Llorenç mentioned in his little connection there was that Barça are playing in their fourth kit tonight. I'm not sure if you've seen it on the club's website. I'm sure a lot of you have already purchased it. In fact, I think I saw a few images of the fans a few moments ago. Some of the fans inside the ground are wearing it. You'll see it maybe in a few moments' time when we have some photos coming throughout the game. It's quite jazzy, isn't it, Spence? It's an interesting little fourth strip. Thoughts?
So I missed this one when I was getting into 2026, and then during the Christmas time off, the little vacation time, I was at the airport, and at the Barcelona airport there is a Barça store, and I went in there and it was displayed front and center. And I was like, that's a curious kit.
What is that?
What's that one for? And I gotta say, I mean, we're gonna see it tonight, obviously. And I'm sure, as you said, we'll be able to see it here too in some form. But it's kooky. It's nice.
It's jazzy,
I like it. It's jazzy. Jazzy's a good word.
It's jazzy. Yeah, it's an interesting kit. I'm sure you guys, a lot of you have seen it. Some of you might have it. As Spence said, it is in the Barca stores. We'll see it at some point. Right. A few moments ago, Hansi Flick took some time to speak to our colleague Llorenç Tarés. As ever, we'll hear from the German coach before kickoff. Let's do it.
Yeah, Pablo, as always, Hansi Flick with us. Well, Hansi, this is like a final. This is the main goal of the week. What do you expect about the match and this opponent?
No, we are separate two matches, or one match before the final, or two matches before a title. So two victories we need. At the end, we are focused on Athletic Club Bilbao because it's important match today, and we have to play very good against them because they are, especially in the offense, they have really good quality, and we want to play like Barca, and this is what we want to see.
We did play against Athletic a few weeks ago. I don't know if that match could be used as a reference or this is another competition.
Always starts with 0-0, and they have really good quality, but also we have. So it's about this. Four best teams from Spain are playing here in Saudi Arabia, winning, looking for winning the title, and this is also our goal.
The last one about the lineup. There is no Lamine, no Gerard, obviously no Gavi, no Christensen. Are you confident anyway about the performance tonight?
Of course. It's. I think with Frankie and Petri, we played fantastic matches this season, but also last season, and of course we want to change, also give other players the opportunity to play, and we decided today to start with this starting 11.
Good luck, Hansi. Thank you
very much.
There you go, then. Words of Hansi Flick speaking to Llorenç Tarés ahead of this massive Spanish Supercup semi-final clash. Bit of a tongue twister, that one, isn't it? Flick still confident in the team, despite the players missing that were mentioned in that interview. Spence, we have a bit of a debate going on in the live chat. Hamster joined as a member, and all of a sudden everyone's talking about hamsters and guinea pigs, and it's chaos in there.
I'm good. I'm here for it, man. Let's go. Let's keep it going all night long. Give me that hamster guinea pig chat. Come on.
Of course, those of you who are on the chat are Barca YouTube members. And we say a massive thank you, of course, for being here, for supporting the show, for getting involved. We love the interaction. We love your guys' support. And as always, here to try and bring you up to date with all of the best, latest Barca updates and insight during the game. We do have a question for you in the live chat right now, which is, where are you watching us from today? This is a question I always enjoy asking, Spence, because it shows how big of a club Barca is. The fact we're playing today in Saudi Arabia, where there are so many Barca fans, as we've seen thousands and thousands, and look at the flags that are going to get popped in the live chat in a few moments' time. There we go. Croatian flag, Turkish flag, Nigeria. But from Lebanon. Lovely to see. So we've got it from all over the place.
Croatia. Love the flags.
USA, there it is.
Turkey, little US from Charlotte, it would appear, unless your name is Charlotte. Not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you can clarify that for us. Some Barca flags in there too, but as ever, we say a massive thank you to your members. You've got loads of perks from being members, not just the fact that you can comment in this live chat. You can also participate in members-only polls. You can ask exclusive questions to some of our players. They get answered before Champions League matches, the day before. You've got members-only live streams. There's lots to enjoy, and as we see where all these people are watching from, which is just great to see, it really is. I can also tell you, you've got a new emoji you can use, people, which I got passed earlier by our colleague Jordi Petit. It's Supercopa 2026. That's the trophy Barca want to get their hands on, of course. So, whilst you tell me where you're all watching the game from, also get the Supercopa 2026 emojis in the chat. Get them in there, people.
Rafinha and Kat, that kind of cracked me up a little bit, I gotta say. Rafinha wasn't really having much of it. He was like, all right, man. All right, Kat.
Right, that's enough now.
Yeah. No, I'm here. Here we go. Let's see.
Oh, by the way, there's Kat in the new strip, by the way. There you go. There you go. There is the new shirt, people, if any of you were wondering what it looked like. There you go. You've got the shirt there.
It's the light blue that gives me the jazzy vibe, because obviously you see the diagonals, the little zigzag, but it's that light blue. That's different. That's new-ish.
Yeah. It's weirdly growing on me, you know. I'm enjoying it, you know.
You're saying if it's growing on you, that means at first you weren't all too impressed.
At first I was a little bit like, oh, that's you know, it's different, but
it's too contemporary. These kids these days and their art. I don't know.
Exactly, yeah. No, I mean, just looking at that, I think, Spence, it's going to be one of those kits that when you see on the players, it elevates as well. The goalkeeper kit has changed. It has stayed the same, by the way, as we can see there. I don't think those tactics border a giveaway. Let's hope they aren't, for what we just saw.
Could you imagine?
I don't think Flick would be too happy about that. Right, we've discussed Barca, so we discussed a few things here. Spence, let's discuss...
Hamsters.
We discussed hamsters, yeah. Let's discuss the Athletic Club lineup.
Sure.
Their lineup's out, and I'll tell you what, there were a few novedades, as we'd say in Spain. A few interesting points to pick out. There are also a few in the Athletic Club team. Here it is then. Unai Simon in goal, Arreso, Vivian, Paredes, and Adama Boiro. You've got Jaureguizar and Rego in the heart of midfield. Interesting decision there. Big players on the bench. Berenguer, Sanset, and Robert Navarro are in behind Iñaki Williams. So no Nico is probably the main thing you're looking at. Laporte is injured. Yuri's injured. They've both stayed behind. Spence Athletic not quite having the season they probably wish for so far. Certainly not in Europe. They're 28th in the league phase so far. 1-1 draw against Osasuna on the weekend. I caught a bit of it. I think they could have won that game, to be fair. But it's not really gone their way so far, has it? I think they haven't won, or they've only won 6 of the last 15 in the league, if I'm not wrong. And, well, tonight could maybe be a night to change fortunes.
Yeah, and look, they were just happy to be able to play Champions League football for the first time in so long. And they played really well last year in Europe, in the Europa League. Didn't get to the final in their own home stadium, but played well. This team is obviously very linked together. They have such great chemistry because of not just the Basque roots of these players, but also because a lot of them, they wear this shirt, this crest with pride, and many of them will stay with this team for years. That's kind of evidenced by what Nico Williams did when he was getting looks everywhere around Europe and said, no, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to do this. Now he's similar to that Lamine not in the lineup thing today. We'll probably see him later, is my guess. We don't know.
Yep.
But for me, if we're trying to pick somebody out of this group of 11, we know about Iñaki Williams already. Roberto Navarro's a good creator up front. Sancet is brilliant for me. He's one of the best
Yeah.
attacking midfielders in La Liga, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to go off to the right-hand side and look at the newest addition, Jesus Arezzo. He is I don't want to give him the apples-to-apples comparison of Trent Alexander-Arnold in that way, but he's got this size and authority as a right back. That's why he came over from Osasuna. He's got a really good central ball that comes in from there. Barca have to be careful with him because he's more of a creator, and he's also a good defender, but he can be dangerous in the build-up rather than coming back in defense.
Yeah, certainly so. There's plenty to think about for Barca today against a very good side. Actually, when they played us last year in this competition, it was Athletic who were in red-hot form, and Barca, of course, had come off quite a dreary end to the calendar year in 2024, that was. I'll tell you what, things are a little bit different this time around. It doesn't always mean a thing in football, so plenty to discuss. Right, Spence, we're going to go through a little quick fire pre-game quiz with you here, which we're going to be playing along. And, of course, those in the members live chat can play along. Right, let's get the first question in. As ever, there we go.
Who created this quiz?
Me.
Okay. So I'm on my own.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
Yeah. I can maybe see if the chat catch up at times and give you a little bit of a helping hand. But
chat needs to hit refresh right now. You got to get yourself as close to current as possible.
Yeah, and there's loads of them in the chat too. Over 10,000 of you watching on. Right, Spence, let's do this quick fire.
Right.
So we've got a few things to show in a minute. How many times have Barca won the Spanish Supercup? 14, 15, or 17 times? Hit me.
I think the answer is 17.
Lost my mouse. You gone 17?
That's my answer.
15, Spence. Hopefully 16 this year. Well
You
done.
rushed me. You made me go fast.
Well done to anyone who got it. Who is the last Barca player to score in the Spanish Supercopa? So think about our last game in this competition. Who was the last player to score?
I'm not
Spence?
Robert, man. I got to be honest with you. I'm not Robert. I cannot
taps out in the first round.
I can't do this for Barca or any other club in the world. This is tough. I mean, I can tell you that Koundé scored the winning goal in the Copa del Rey final, but that was a different final.
Okay.
This was Supercopa. So
hit me.
I will go with it's either 2 or 3. I'm going to go, I'll say Lewandowski.
Oh, Spencerino.
No!
I thought you were going to get it, man.
No!
I thought you were going to get it. Final one. Come on. This is it. To redeem yourself.
All right.
Actually, this is tough.
How many?
How many goals have Barca scored in Saudi Arabia? I gave you an easy one to end on, yeah. 12, 17,
they scored
19.
a lot of goals in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with 17. I wish I knew you when I was 19.
Oh dear, Spence.
0 for 3.
Not today, Spence. Not today. Maybe.
0 for 3.
Yeah, maybe next time. Well done to any of you in the chat who got the quiz questions right. Right, we do have a few things to show you because earlier today there was some activity in Saudi Arabia, in Jeddah, as there we have it. President Joan Laporta, along with his board of directors, met the president of the Spanish Football Federation, Rafael Luzan. That was in a meeting they had earlier today. You can see the images of that right now. Aitor Caranca also there present, who is, of course, now part of the federation, as is understandable so. And later on also, by the way, guys, there was a meeting with various peñas. Peñas are, of course, the Barcelona supporter fan groups. And there they are. There were loads of them, Spence, which was really nice to see because they're in parts of the world where they don't often get that closeness to Barca. And look at them all in their shirts. We had the Peña Barcelonista de Muscat, that's from Oman. With the Peña Blaugrana de Baghdad, that's in Iraq. Peña Blaugrana Shanghai, from China, of course. And then you've got the Peña Barça de Basra, that's from India. There they all are, Spence. And just nice, isn't it? I think that's something something I do enjoy about at least going to Saudi Arabia, is that we do get a lot of fans who, as I say, don't often get to see Barca in the flesh, get these opportunities.
Yeah, also a lot of times Barca will do the tours in the off-season or in the summer, and it just doesn't quite feel the same because that those are in some ways friendlier games than what we've got tonight. And this game, people can go see them play at full speed, full strength, and let's see.
Yeah, certainly. So, right, we can also see some images from the stadium that tonight's game is going to be played at. We did see Llorens and cameraman Paul Couillard show a few of them a few moments ago. It's the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium in Jeddah where this one will be played, the same venue of the final. You can see the images on your screen right now. This is what the inside of the stadium looks like. Players are in the tunnel, by the way. Not long to go now until kickoff here, people. Under 5 minutes to go. You can see there's the press sector where interviews will be conducted after the game. And as we whip round here, you'll see something very cool indeed. There you go, the entrance to the tunnel where the players are right now onto what is a stadium that holds just over 63,000 fans, many of those with Barça affiliation. There you have it then. There's the entrance to the stadium. As I say, Spence, it usually is when Barça come here. Should be a good atmosphere. It should be exciting. And there should be some good football too, is what I would say.
Just like the tunnel that we walked into to get into the building today at Barca Live. That's massive.
Scary.
Massive light show going on in Saudi Arabia. My goodness.
You know what I think it reminds me of, Spence? La Cartuja. Is that just the seats that are throwing me off?
The stadium itself.
Like the seating. I think it's the colours of the seats. And I'll tell you what, we're going to go to game commentary because the players are in the tunnel. Let's do it. Hello and welcome to the Spanish Supercup semi-finals in Jeddah. It's Barça versus Athletic Club de Bilbao fighting for a place in Sunday's final against either Real Madrid or Atletico de Madrid. That clash will take place tomorrow. Tonight, it's all focus for the Catalans on getting there once again, looking to win their third Supercup title in the new format in 4 years span. It's been a very good 25-26 seasons so far for Barça. They started off the new year in perfect fashion with a victory against Espanyol just a few days ago. Now, though, in a new country with new goals, with new ambitions, and in a new kit too, the fourth strip, they'll play against an Athletic side desperately trying to recover form. Spencer Seagull got all the ingredients, I'd say, of a really good clash this.
I am so ready to watch these two teams play. The Supercopa is always an entertaining, attacking style competition. There's no sense in sitting back and trying to defend for 90 minutes. It's go find goals. And when these two teams meet in this competition too, we've seen the sparks fly. Let's see what happens tonight.
Yeah, certainly so. You're quite right in saying that, Spence. I remember Athletic beat us quite a few years ago now in the final of this competition. That one hurt. That was during COVID and no fans, and well, they got the job done 3-2 after extra time, I remember it was. We knocked them out in last season's semi-final. We won 2-0 in that one. Hopefully more of the same today. The players they can see on the pitch in their strips. Right, here's the Barca team for you for tonight's clash. Juan Garcia starts in goal. Koundé, Cubarsí, Eric Garcia and Balde are across the back line, so there's no room for Gerard Martin tonight. In midfield, Pedri and Frankie de Jong are going to be just behind Fermín López, who after his brilliant display off the bench against Espanyol does earn himself a start. And up front, Ferran Torres is going to be flanked by Rooney Bardghji and Rafinha. So Lamine Yamal not in the starting lineup for this one, Spence.
Yeah, but as we've already stated, this is something that might come as a wait-and-see approach. Lamine is a player who will get time on the pitch if Hansi Flick sees it necessary. His hope is that maybe he can squeeze a few extra minutes of him on the bench before we get to a potential final on Sunday.
Certainly so. Unai Simon in goal for Athletic Club. Arreso, Vivian Paredes and Adama across the back line. Sansets, Jaureguizar and Rego gets a big start. Still with a squad number of the B team. And then up front you've got Berenguer up top alongside Robert Navarro and Iñaki Williams. So no Nico for Athletic too. Certainly some talking points there, Spence. No Nico, no Lamine. 2 stars who I'm sure a lot of the fans would have expected to see tonight.
Same concept, though. You know that there's a lot of power on both of the benches. Ernesto Valverde is just as much of a mastermind as Hansi Flick. He's done such a good job with this team since taking over and getting them to the Champions League. But now, as we've seen many times over the last couple of years, this is a new competition. It's a different competition, and it's a short competition. It only comes for you for a week or 4 days, and it's go out, get a trophy, and go home.
Yeah, certainly so. And I'll tell you what, it gives a chance for everyone to take some silverware. You can cause upsets. That's the beauty of these cup competitions. We asked a few moments ago, from 0 to 10, how hyped are you? There's a lot of 10s. There's a 9, a 9.8. Bruna says, my prediction's 3-1. We'll show you ours in just a few moments' time. Alia says, Spencer, Happy New Year. There you go.
Happy New Year. Happy 2026.
Yeah. 10, Euphoria, says Pedita Malagita. Well, there's not long to go here, people. There's new members joining. It's all happening. It's Barça versus Athletic Club in the Spanish Supercup semi-finals. We're ready here to get ourselves underway in Saudi Arabia, in Jeddah, at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium. Barça in their new strip going to be getting us underway here. Ferran Torres, the man, on the centre spot. And just like that, the whistle is blown. It's Barça who get us underway here, Spence. Let's see what the Catalans can conjure up here. I agree with your point about the Super Cup. I must say, since they've changed it to this format, I think even the semi-finals have been really good watches. I remember we got knocked out actually by Madrid. Again, I'm talking quite a few years back here, but it was extra time again. It was 3-2, and I remember thinking that was a very good game, and it does make it energetic. I agree. I think both teams go on the offensive. Always a fascinating watch. Here you go then. Barça just tapping the ball around to start this one off.
So, initial thoughts, because we have many different talking points today, and already Barça are in trouble off of a turnover.
There you go, and here comes Sunset striding forward. There's the cross in off Koundé, and it's going to be the first corner of the game. There you go, Spence. Immediately, Athletic Club players off the bench roaring their team on. Get the feeling that maybe they'll try and start fast and try and shake Barça early on here.
Let's see where Barça's defense can come into the fold the way they did against Espanyol. I mean, for the most part, it was Joan Garcia in that game, but, well, he's out there tonight.
Yeah, he's out there. Joan Garcia playing his first Spanish Supercopa, of course. Corners in from Berenguer. And I'll tell you what, very nearly at the front post. I think that was Paredes, was it, Spence, coming in there with what looked like a glorious chance, I must say. His header deflected over the top of the crossbar, and within 90 seconds, just a glimmer of hope. Yeah, that's a vital touch by Eric.
That would have been directed right towards the back post, and Joan Garcia would have had no chance if it was on target. So, defending to do here. Here we go again.
Yep, second corner in quick succession for the Basques. It's going to be delivered here by Berenguer. In by the Athletic winger, and again, heads go up at the back post. Kubarsi this time got his head on it, and there you go. Third corner in a row. So some early pressure for Barca to deal with here. Flick just has a bit of a lean forward there. The Barca coach, the coach who won this competition last year, of course, with Barca. They beat Athletic 2-0 in the semis and then dismantled Madrid 5-2 in the big finale. Same venue, by the way, so a place that brings happy memories for this group of players. Corner taken short this time by Athletic. Oh, look at this. Too much room for Adama Boiro to get into. And he gets a good cross in too. And Joan Garcia, first action for him. Spence, you had some thoughts that you got interrupted from.
We got a lot of different talking points in this game. And one of them is Barca's new kit, the fourth kit that we're seeing out there.
Yeah.
And I have two distinct thoughts. First of all, red shorts.
Yeah.
To go with it.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it. I'll say it that way. Because I like it. It's just different. Yeah. It's a different look. I almost feel like, with all due respect to Spotify, we love you, Spotify, thank you very much, the logo on the front of the shirt should say Lego. It looks like a toy kit in a way. It looks like playful and childish. Okay. So, especially with the red shorts,
we've gone from jazzy to that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little Lego-y. No, you can't see especially the logo. I don't know. I'm going aesthetics today.
Okay. Hey, that's good thoughts. Everyone, guys, give us your thoughts on the kit. By the way, we also have a question in the live chat for you immediately. Who will be the first scorer in today's match? Fermin, Ferran, Rafinha, and Rooney are the options for you. Spence, I can see you deliberating as to who you're going to vote for.
I really want to say Rooney, but man, what a story that would be.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be Rafinha because my buddy Oscar Ramos Abadia said Rafinha scoring tonight. So.
Well, we'll go with Oscar 100%. There you have it, Rafinha to be the first scorer.
Chat likes it.
Yeah.
So far.
How's it looking so far?
I can't say. I want people to vote before they.
Yeah, fair point. I'll tell you what. Watch out here because Athletic are in. This may well fall near to the box to Rego. Can he bring it down? He does. Early pressure here from the. From Valverde's side, I must say, Spence, and Barca having to get through some early defensive play just to get themselves to safety. Athletic have come out far and they come out fast. And that one goes out for a throw-in to Barca. They can just settle now after what's been a bit of a turbulent first few minutes. I'm going to go for Ferran as my first scorer. Let's hope. Yeah, those votes are interesting. Quite heavily favoured in a certain man's favour. These red shorts, by the way, we played against Espanyol on the weekend in red shorts, in our normal kit, but in red shorts as well. So there you go. 2 games in a row, Barça in the red shorts. I'm guessing that is just the shorts of this fourth
Maybe
kit.
they just forgot to take the other shorts on the plane. That was all that was available at the souvenir shop.
Oh, that's a lovely ball by Balde. Watch out here. Rafinha's brought that on ever so well. Rafinha's around Unai Simon. And it's going to find Rooney. It's just over the Swede's head. He's only small at the back post. And early on there, Barça nearly catching Athletic cold.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity. Good patience from Rafinha. You know, he had to get around Unai Simon before he could make a potential move. And the only option he had at that point, Simon did a good job of just working him around into that very acute angle that wasn't able to see the goal. He had to go for the cross.
Yeah, certainly so. Rafinha, was a lovely ball by Balde, I must say. Spence this there, right in behind. And Unai, I mean, he's very far away from his goal there, isn't he? And maybe it's for Fermin, who is running on the edge of the box where the chance would have come, actually. In the end, I think he more drifts it into an area, doesn't he, Rafinha, and says, get on the end of that. Just too high for Rudy in the end.
And once he gets around Unai Simon, who is out of the play at that point, he's just praying that his defense can help take care of the rest. Yeah,
certainly so. Spence, we have the answers in for that question in the live chat. Who will be the first scorer? Well, with no Lamine, with no Lewandowski in the lineup, Rafinha's won that quite considerably, 64% for the Brazilian. He's in again here, Rafinha. Can he get a cross in? No. Heavy touch, and it goes behind for a goal kick. Athletic again survive the latest Barca breakaway.
So far, so good. I think this is what you want to see, Barca running in along the back line, getting in behind the defense, and hoping that you can find a moment. Yeah, Hansi liked it. He was a little frustrated with
I think he thought that was
final ball.
Yeah. Good chance early on. I can see you're using your Supercopa 2026 emojis in the live chat. Love to see it, guys. There they are. All of those Supercopa 2026 emojis. Fill the chat with them, people. Let's get them in there today. Some whistles from the fans here, as you would expect, once Athletic have the ball. Unai Simon kicks long. Iñaki Williams down the middle as the number 9 today as well. Spencer, no. Guruzeta, who did score the only goal of the game for Athletic against Osasuna over the weekend. So a different sort of outlet, isn't it, really? I wonder whether that's Athletic going, maybe we'll have less of the ball here, and can we catch Barça on the breakaway with the pace that Iñaki offers?
Yeah, I think it's not so much about who wants the ball, but when they get the ball, both of these teams just like to go straight downhill. There's not a lot of waiting around, and I know that Barca prefer to maintain possession, and that's typically their style, but under Hansi, it just goes a lot faster. And I think that sometimes maybe, if we're going more into the vault of what it was looking like the last couple of years, it wasn't always that way, and it just feels like they're always looking for goal.
That's a good delivery to the back post, and just behind everyone, Navarro's going to be able to pick this one up, though. Stands up, Koundé has options inside of the space. Sansets in too much, really, from a Barca perspective. Sanset, and it's easy for Joan Garcia. Well, he's been called into a bit of action early on. It's been an open game, pretty end-to-end. Wouldn't say that it's been, it definitely hasn't been full Barca possession and just Athletic, camped in their own half. Not at all. It's been pretty open, and Athletic showing their teeth early on.
It's one end to the other. This is looking a lot more like tennis at the moment than it is football. You get into your opponent's half, and then you figure out where you're going, and you go. Here we go again.
Yeah, there's the ball through. I just think that Balde was in the Rafinha in the end elected to go all the way through towards Ferran, and a foul there from Eric.
That's okay. I can intentar. You gotta give it a go.
Just bundles Iñaki Williams to the floor on that occasion. A little bit of a shove in the back there, as you can see. Spence Eric Garcia having a wonderful season in his own right. I mean, he's played a lot of time in midfield. He played it right back at the start of the season too, and certainly in the latter stage of last season. Very much seems to have found his role in midfield, though. What does that mean for him back at centre-back tonight?
Listen, when it comes to Eric, you can put him at any position on the pitch. I would watch. I think he has played keeper, actually, at one point in his career. I think he stepped in once in an emergency situation. Not with Barca. I think it was with City.
Okay.
But You could put him anywhere on the pitch, and he's gonna do his job. He's gonna do what's asked of him, and that's why I'm one of his biggest fans.
I'll tell you what,
Like a foul?
I'm shocked that's not been given. Yeah, I think it looked like Rafinha was certainly fouled there. Referee was unmoved, and watch out here, Inyaki's in. I just wonder whether he was just a tad offside. Either way, we'll play this through. Iñaki Williams. Kubarsi does a really good job of getting back in there, and he was offside. There you go.
Where's my flag?
Yeah, let's get your flag, Spence. There
Yeah,
you go, my
buddy.
friend.
Oh, I missed you. Oh, how I missed you. Happy New Year, flag. How are you?
Yeah,
Good to see you.
Unravel him all, yeah. Offside. We just had a replay there of that kick on Rafinha.
Did he get spiked?
It was a definite foul, and look at that, Spence. That wasn't offside, by the way. Iñaki Williams was on
All right,
there.
well, you know what? The weighted balance of the universe got us to where we needed to be.
Janet Louise Peña says, Eric is our Swiss Army knife. Yeah, that's a good way of describing him. And I'll tell you what's been so good about him is that he's performing very well in all those positions too. The flag can come out again later. Here is Eric.
I love my flag.
Now Rafinha. Back to Eddie Garcia. Over now to Kubarsi. Barça building up in that back three that they so often do with Koundé just tucking in. Balde will try and go wide left, and that will allow Rafinha to come inside on his flank. It's a rather wayward pass, but it's recovered here. Here comes Fermin then, peeling right for now. Fermin's early delivery goes to the back post and easily cleared away by Bibian. Barça will recycle again. Mentioned the players Barça have got missing. Athletic also have players missing, Spence. I mean, Laporte is a big miss at the back. Yuri is often a player who gets up for these sorts of games too. Very aggressive fullback. There's Pedri, maybe more on that in a minute because Barça, well, they can't quite break away with that. Goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, so we talked about the options, the various options that they have available to them on the bench tonight too. There's plenty that Hansi can do to tweak and figure out who gets minutes in a game that will ultimately be there to be won. And I'm just getting a shot of Dani Olmo on the bench.
Yeah, there you go.
That's one guy.
Yeah, talk about options. Barça certainly have plenty of those too. You just look at Olmo and himself, who produced such a great impact against Espanyol over the weekend. A glorious first-time finish for him. Really opened the scoring, didn't it? And opened the floodgates for Barça. Right, here comes Areso for Athletic. Clever pass down the line to Berenguer when Barça players thought the cross was on. Now Pedri will do well to get in there. He doesn't. Good from Eddie Garcia. He was assertive in his challenge. And yet again, the offside flag is up. Spence, get it out. There we go. You curled him back up. There we go.
I always curl it back up. I'm tidy.
You're a tidy man, yeah.
And then when it's time for the flag to come out, although it looks like it hasn't been taken care of since I've been
Yeah,
gone. Do you see the wrinkles here?
like-
Do we
yeah.
have an iron? Look at this. Look at the wrinkles. That is unacceptable.
You're its father. You need to look after it.
You know what this flag has been through? I've been yelled at by so many youth football parents holding this thing.
Oh, wait, really or no?
No, really.
Have you done?
Back in the States,
You
yeah.
did assistant refereeing there?
Yeah, and center refereeing.
And refereeing.
But the assistant was the most fun because the parents are right
Yeah,
behind
of
you.
course. Here come Barça. Balde. Fermin's on the edge of the box. They might well find him. Fermin couldn't quite get his toe on that. Koundé. Down the line here to Rooney. Goes up for a throw-in. What was that like?
Oh, it was great because you hold all the power. You can kick parents out if you want. If they're the ones being unruly, you just tell them you're gone. See ya. Some of them, I was living in Florida, so some of them would talk to me in Spanish, and I'd be like, "No,
Oh, really?
no hablo español." It's great.
Of course, yeah. Before you moved here, of course, yeah. This time, Barça are the ones caught offside. How were you as a referee? Were you did you like to let the game play, or were you more of an assertive onto every decision?
You gotta take each game in its flow as it comes.
Okay.
You know, for real. There was one game I remember specifically. I let it get away from me. Do you remember the game between Barça and Espanyol when Mateo Lahoz handed out red card? He took red card Jordi Alba. He gave another red card out to, I don't know, Joselu or something. It got out of hand. That happened to me one time.
You being serious?
No, for real. And everybody was on top of me thinking like, what are you doing? And I was shook.
Was this what age level is this?
They were 16.
Okay, so this
is
is
old enough to be angry.
Yeah,
you know?
that is old enough. I was hoping you were going to say it under 13s or
Yeah,
something.
no,
Okay, no, yeah, that's at an age where you're you're gonna get on the brunt of it. In what way did it get away from you? Were you dishing out red cards? Or
No,
what?
I wasn't blowing the whistle enough. I was letting too much happen. Then we got to like the 80th, 85th minute, and kids were just throwing spikes all over the place, and I was like ready to hand out one yellow card. You know, it happens. You learn. You gotta learn from it.
Yeah. Barca do well to win the ball back early at the field here. Pedri
There you go.
gets away from one. Still Pedri. Options wide. Glorious from Barca's number 8. Rafinha crosses to the back post. Rooney's going to get that. Ferran's in. There's Pedri. Oh, and it was straight at Unai Simon. So nearly the opening goal for Barca. Pedri, well, he started it, nearly finished it. And right into the gloves of Spain's number 1.
That was a great chance, and I think the best pass in that sequence was Rooney's pluck out of the air.
Yeah, that was, nice pluck, ball back across the face of goal, yeah.
It was Rafinha's initial cross, and Rooney was able to take that pass on the volley. Really impressive because he directed it exactly where it needed to go. Let's see if we can get a replay of that. Very impressive stuff.
Yeah, I was just going to say that because I thought initially he's going to whack it right across the face of goal, but no, I mean, he picked out his man and, it's one of those for Pedri, either side of the keeper, and there's no chance really for Unai Simon, not from that range, not with that pace, but no can be for Barca. Interesting debate as well, of course, with Juan Garcia in goal, Unai Simon in the other goal, Spain number 1 versus maybe aspiring number 1, certainly something for De La Fuente to think about. This is Balde coming forward. Now Pedri dished off here for Cubarsí. Now the space is for Koundé. The cross is on and it goes from the Frenchman away for a throw-in.
And I tell you, this is maybe something for people who don't understand about refereeing and like what referees have to go through sometimes in order to just to provide a different perspective, because a lot of times you really watch the game from your own team's perspective. There was a moment that I remember really well, and if we need to get cut off, we will.
Yeah.
That I was on the touchline as an assistant, and it was like 5:30 in the afternoon, and the sun was setting directly across from me. And there was a play that was literally 4 feet in front of my face, because the ball was right in front of me, and there was a challenge between 2 guys coming in. I was wearing a hat. I was like trying everything to block out the sun. And the 2 players converged. I heard a primal scream come from somebody, but I didn't see anything because the sun was blinding me, and I didn't call anything. And they ended up it was like the 85th minute. They ended up calling the game because the parents who were right behind me were so angry that something didn't get called.
Oh, so sorry, the game got called because of your no call.
Exactly. The center referee came in like to my defense and said, "Hey, like the parents need to calm down," and they wouldn't calm down because you try calming down parents. I probably missed the call, but I literally didn't see it.
So your decision was just like, I didn't see it. I have to leave it. Right?
How can I call something I didn't see?
And obviously, I'm sorry, the ref didn't see either. I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah.
No. Gotta love football, man.
More refereeing stories to come, hopefully, over the course of this one. Do let us know if more spring to mind. This is Rooney. We just saw his pullback a few moments ago. That's the closest, really, Barca have come. That shot from Pedri right down the throat of Unai Simon. Mac Lumley says sunglasses, bro.
Yeah, believe me. They were on. Yeah. Didn't help.
That is. Sometimes the sun is simply too powerful. Here is Koundé. That's not a bad ball over the top either, I must say. And Ferran. A heavy collision with Unai Simon. And I'll tell you what, much like the collision you were speaking about, but at that time no one came out scathed. And Unai seems okay. Ferran seems okay. Yeah, I think foul by the Barca number 7. Unai took that pretty well, though, didn't he? Took it like a champ. Spence, our editor today, Angels, I don't know who this is, I'm terrible with these things, says to tell Spence that you look like Mr. Miyagi.
Miyagi, the Karate Kid. Yeah.
When he was younger.
Wax on, wax off. No? Right? Okay, alright.
God, the control room have enjoyed that one. Good. The control room have really enjoyed that one, eh? What? I might. This
Happy New Year. I don't know. I don't know where they. I don't know how they drew that conclusion. No sé cómo habéis. No sé cómo me parezco esto, pero bueno. ¿Cómo lo veas tú? Bien, está bien. Bonan.
If anyone knows, Mr. Miyagi, is it correct? Yeah. If anyone in the chat thinks that Spence also looks like that, then when he was young, apparently, they go ahead. Right.
I'd like to know how many people in the chat have seen Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Because that's a movie from the 80s.
Here comes Rooney for Barça. Switches on. Thinks about it. Delays. Finds Pedri. Now Fermin. 20 minutes played. I would say, Spence, I think at this stage the game has settled, hasn't it, in terms of it's Barça who have got a lot of the ball. They're controlling things really.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about refereeing and Mr. Miyagi, there hasn't been a lot that's happened right now. So we need. I think there was an initial 5-10 minute spurt.
There was, especially from Athletic. Well, watch out here. That was nice. Fermin's in.
Oh,
Surely
yeah.
now.
Oh, no.
Straight at Unai Simon. I'll tell you what, Spence. Right on cue. Just as we were saying, not a lot has happened. Well, something very nearly happened. Glorious chance for Barca. Their best of the match so far.
But this is what they have been doing really well tonight, which is stringing passes together, one to the next. That is a rare, I would call that a miss from Fermin. I mean, he just shot it directly into Unai Simon's path, where we're used to seeing him slot that away. And even though it was on his right foot, again, that's Fermin. We've become accustomed to seeing him net that, so it's surprising.
We absolutely have, Spence. I mean, I must say, when I saw it was him, I thought goal.
Yeah.
But he's such a good finisher. From that range, you just thought he was going to find the far corner. Just wondered if there was a chance to play it back to Ferran, but honestly, I think that's a foul, surely. Honestly, I think the decision to shoot was the right one. He just hit it straight at Unai Simon. Exactly what you said, Spence. Exactly what you said.
Very surprised that didn't get finished. Also, clever little move by Rafinha, who didn't get fouled. Actually.
No, it wasn't a foul, actually, It wasn't a foul. Here comes Rooney again for Barca, starting to really rank up the pressure. There's Fermin, maybe this time. Ferran!
Boom!
And just like that, it's Barca
boom.
who take the lead. It's Ferran Torres who's opened the scoring for the Catalans. Ferran on the mark, Athletic behind. They got away with one a few moments ago. Not this time, though. Barca 1, Athletic Club 0 in Saudi Arabia.
Let's go. Come on now. It seemed like it was only a matter of time, the way that they were doing it. Iñaki's getting an explanation from the referee, but unless the last pass was offside, there's nothing that's going to take this one off the board.
Don't see any problems here, Spence. Lovely from Rooney again, I must say. Found Fermin. There's no offside there.
No problem. No problems at all. Goal, 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 goal.
Unless that pops off his hand, which it does, it's off his chest. And I'll tell you what, that's a smart finish, because when you're that close range, often if you hit it down into the ground, you'll catch the keeper out. Classic striker's finish. And Ferran gets his 14th goal of the season in all competitions. He's starting to make a name for himself as a real striker now for Barca. And look at Pedri's delight as it goes in. So Barca, it is who strike first. They take the lead. And Flick's decision to use Ferran once more as a number 9 pays off.
He has become so reliable. There it is. We don't have. Oh, we do. I think I see it out of the corner of my eye. Come on.
Go on, what do you want?
The man who scored.
There you go, Spence.
Yeah, buddy.
There you go.
Put it on, baby. Come on.
For the Shark Hats people, Ferran's back again. Get your shark emojis in the chat, guys. Come on, get him in there. Rooney. That was nice again. He's starting to really come into this one too, Rooney, I must say.
Have you seen that movie?
I have seen that movie, yeah.
Okay.
I watched it quite late, though. I'm terrible with catching up with... I don't know what you call it. Popular culture, maybe. Or just, like, good movies, maybe. So, like, I've actually made, like, a big... like a big effort to try and catch up with a few in recent years, Spence, because when I turned up at uni, it was like a big thing that I hadn't seen anything, so we watched it at uni, actually. I liked it, but I'm not like I'm not head over heels.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah?
It was
Thanks,
just
okay.
just a question.
Okay.
I might quiz you on one or two more now, since we've gotten through the Karate Kid, through Karate Kid and Jaws. But what's important is that Barca have the lead and they're looking for more.
I'll tell you what, Spencer, looking good too. Barca playing some really good stuff. That one just got away from Fermin. And after what I think was a 5-10 minute spell from Athletic where they were really pressuring the Blaugrana, I must say it's been total control since then. You can see on your screens right now, 78.6% possession for Barca. Compared to 21.4 of Athletic, not really going the way of Ernesto Valverde's team, who are really struggling to get a foothold on the game right now. And hey, you know, that might be part of their game plan to hit Barca on the breakaway. But as things stand, it's Flick's team who are really getting all the chances. And Athletic, who haven't been in great form, to say the least, well, now have it all to do here in Jeddah. And all the fans are behind Barca too, which is obviously a bonus for Flick.
Yeah, it's been tough for them this year. We have to say, Athletic Club have not been the team that the last 2 years we've become accustomed to, and I think part of that is perhaps a little bit of Champions League fatigue, which is a different beast than the Europa League.
It certainly is, and I mentioned that earlier. It's not really going their way in that one either. And yeah, it's a completely different beast. You're right. It's a different competition to get to grips. And often people think the Europa League, the Thursday, is a killer. And I'll tell you what, Barca are really ramping up the pace here on Athletic. That's a heavy touch out. It was a vital challenge from Paredes, though. I must say, it's only 25 minutes played. Athletic, they look in a bit of trouble right now in terms of they look a little bit leggy already at this stage. And the goal, I think, has hurt them big time. A few loose touches in the box. You see the possession stats on our screen there. It's been all Barca, really. For the last 10 and 15 minutes, and the Flick's team have got their goal to go with it too. Ferran Torres has done the business. There's Rooney this time. Look at the passes through to Ferran, didn't it?
I like the decision making though that Rooney's been undertaking in this game. He's very decisive. He is also executing just about every touch to perfection. I haven't really seen him put a foot wrong yet, and that's a good sign, considering we're trying to get Lamine some rest.
Oh, look at that from Rafinha. Tried to get away from a few. Barca pressing well up high here right now. They're trying to force Athletic into an error when they break out. That was nice from Arreso. When Eric Garcia missed that, and here come the Basques with Berenguer. Switch was, I think he should have played in Sunset, who was in. As he went too far. Matt Columbus says that Spence looks like a mix between Jaws and Mr. Miyagi.
Wow, we're all the 80s classics.
I'm just not seeing the latter. I'm really not, but hey.
Is it the black shirt? I don't know.
Is that what's doing it?
I went to wardrobe and I saw this shirt. You were already wearing it. I figured we probably should mix it up a bit.
I like this one. Yeah. In fact, I honestly think sometimes, Spence, I'd wear this every week, and I have to sort of like restrain myself from doing so. There are the photos we promise you, by the way, people. There are Barca in their fourth strip for this one. And I'll tell you what, pretty comfortable right now in what is a pretty cool atmosphere here inside the stadium. There was Rafinha who was trying to go around Unai Simon earlier. Now, Fermin, got to be careful receiving the ball there because Athletic have pounced with Sunset with Kourbassi, who nipped in there well. Oh, and that was an overhit header, and I'll tell you what, watch out here. Ferran's taken that pretty well in his stride. Tracking back to do for Athletic. Rafinha on the back. Rafinha to the back post. Easy, comfortable for Unai Simon.
It's good testing of the back line and of Unai Simon. Every pass from Barca in that sequence, it was like, all right, go backwards, play it back and reset. Yeah. No, just keep it moving. They seem to have a nice grip on this game. And things are being chaotically controlled from Barca's back line. If anything gets to be too close to the defensive third, it's get it out of there and move on.
Yeah, certainly so. Barca, I think Flick pretty happy with how things are going so far. This is Kourbassi then. Over to Eric again. Lots of possession for these two, and well, these three if you include Koundé and that too across Barca's back line. Now Rooney, who I must say, Spence, hasn't played a lot for Barca this season, but I've been quietly impressed when he has. I think he started away to Betis. I think he was excellent. Scored one, could have had more. Oh, that's risky from Kourbassi. Give away. And given straight to Barça. Excellent from Pedri, who now can break out for Barça. And look at the run for Ransmake. He's quick too. And Rafinha just thought better of it. It was always going to be a difficult ball to execute. De Jong.
Yeah, this has been textbook so far from Barca. They are literally walking through this right now.
I was going to say something, and I don't know if it's because of the atmosphere that is a bit muted that you often get compared to a ground in Spain, but for a semi-final, more on that in a minute because this is great football from Barca. Rafinha's going to pick this up too. Rafinha, there's Fermin, and well, what an unbelievable Barca second. That was brilliant, really, from Hansi Flick's team, who are running away with this here in Saudi Arabia. They've got 2 goals here against Athletic. I'm getting beaten up, but I'll certainly say it's Athletic who are in big trouble here. Fermin this time on the score sheet, Rafinha's assist, and Barca, within half an hour of football, have 2 in the Supercup semi-finals.
Oh, it's just beautiful when it looks so good. I'm sorry, you're going to have a bruise tomorrow.
You went a little bit hard, yeah.
It might be a yellow card, but you know what? It's worth it.
No.
This is great build-up play from the get-go, and one little deflection. Rafinha gets to pick out his pass, and for Fermin, it's wax on, wax off, baby. All the way in, bulging the back of the net. 2-0 Barca. They're rolling tonight, man. Life's good. Happy New Year.
Very comfortable, Spence, is the word I keep using. Very, very comfortable indeed. It's all too easy from an Athletic perspective, but that was slick from Barca. Only part I said we got a bit of luck was the fact that I think it was Vivian's challenge, was it? Just came back off Pedri and fell right into the path of Rafinha. But I must say, he had it all to do, the Brazilian, and he picked out Fermin ever so well. And the first time finish too from Barca's number 16 was excellent. It really was. And they're rampant tonight, Barca. They really are. And these Super Cup games, I'll never say they're done because I've seen a lot of strange things happen in this competition. But it's looking very good for Barca. It's looking very, very comfortable.
They are really in sync with one another right now.
I mean, we're in top form. 9 wins in a row, of course.
Do you know who in sync are? Oh my God! Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm sorry,
no.
man.
Oh no.
Why? What's this?
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't
It's
even
fine.
speak to me.
Oh.
Don't even look at me.
Wow. Okay. Well, for those of you who answered the way Pablo did, I'm sure there are some of you in the chat. Bye. Bye. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
What-
All right. No.
what the
I'll
hell,
just stop
man?
talking.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You guys do you. I'll just be over here and be old. It's fine.
Well, Barca are certainly playing their best stuff here. Valdez are on the back now. Could be 3 or nice. Says enough of that and plucks out of the sky. Nothing he could do about both of Barca's goals. It's not really been Athletic's night so far. Unai with a rather dejected look there. Spence. Nico Williams looks as though, well, he's not been able to do much about it either.
Well, and if we're being, if we're talking about what the next hour or so is going to bring us, all of a sudden, there's a long ways to go, as you said.
Yeah.
The decision not to start Lamine in this game
Good one.
becomes a lot easier if we get to the 70th minute and it's 2 or 3-0.
Yeah, so far Flick's got exactly what he's wanted. And I was going to tell you, Spence, Barca are playing great football, but it's so easy for them. They're carving Athletic open time and time again. Now Fermin to Rooney. It's relentless, this. Rooney might go on his own. Lovely skill. Rooney! Oh, he's done it! Rooney! Rooney Bardghji has just made it 3 for Barca. This is relentless from Hansi Flick's team. They got 3 here within 33 minutes of the Super Cup semi-final. Rooney Bardghji one way then the other, and then through Unai Simon, who could do nothing to keep it out. Barca, they're rampant. Athletic, well, in despair here. Barca cruising to the Super Cup final. Barca 3, Athletic Club 0.
I got 2 words for you, man. Lamine who? Alright, that might be a little harsh, but my goodness, man. Rooney Bardghji with just a brilliant, decisive, crisp movement. He jukes Adama out of his shoes. Yes, Madrid should be worried. We got a ways to go before we get there, but this is a mistake from Unai Simon. It doesn't matter because it counts all the same in the end. It's a little check mark for Rooney in the goal department. And it's deserved, too. The way he's played, he's deserved it more than anybody else right now on the pitch. He is having a fantastic game. 3-0 to Barca.
Super stuff from Flick's team. They're running away with this. They really are. They got 1.5 foot, I'd say, Spence, in the final here. And Unai Simon, who I actually think made a few errors in the first game back at the Spotify Camp Nou against Barca. Ferran's first goal went right through him. Well, that one went through him too. It was a good low strike from Rooney, make no doubt about it. And it's a good example, guys, of why you should always go for goal, aim low and hard into the corner, and often that can happen. But I must say, for a keeper as good as Unai Spence, you would expect him to save it, no doubt about that.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Yeah.
So, if you're Barca... Here we go again.
This is relentless. Firmino over the top. Ferran's in. I think he was maybe just leaning offside anyway, but it's too long anyway. De Jong nods it down. And I sort of said it from the first goal, Spence, and you could see it. Athletic looked dejected. And the second that first goal went in, I don't know if their heads dropped a little bit. The legs just felt like they were going. I mean, Barca are running all over them here. And if 3 isn't already done, I mean, a 4th certainly would. It's ridiculous. It really is. I haven't even had much time to ask the chat too many questions or whatnot. It's been crazy. We'll welcome a few new members in a moment, by the way, when we get a moment, because it's been excellent from Barca, hasn't it, Spence?
It's been fantastic, and you know, I think that last goal is a perfect example of any team that is struggling to score goals, or perhaps you're playing a game and it's just not going the way you want, which is not what Barca's undergoing tonight. They're not struggling at all. But I've been saying this for as long as I've been watching football, and you know, obviously I'm not a UEFA licensed manager, so I don't have quite the same amount of respect as Hansi Flick might have. But if you're not scoring goals, just shoot.
Oh dear, it's going to be a 4th, is it? Oh, I'll tell you what, Spence, it very nearly was a 4th. Goodness me. I mean, Vivian cut that out, didn't he? And then gave it straight back to Rafinha, and they just about survived. Here comes Navarro. Oh, excellent from Koundé.
But it seems so obvious, but it's something that a lot of teams don't do all the time. And
yeah.
I mean, especially this year, I've been saying it with Girona, who've been struggling a lot in La Liga when I watch their games, and sometimes they just don't shoot. Just shoot. Good things happen when you shoot. And that was an example. Rooney's goal. Just go get it. It's fine.
I mean, he caught Unai off guard clearly as well. I don't think Unai was expecting Rooney on his weaker right foot to take the shot on. I think he was thinking he was going to cut back inside, let off, which is what we see so often now, I think, especially in modern football. But he's a raw talent, Rooney, and I must say, he plays pretty fearlessly. I'm a big fan of him every time he's been out on the pitch. And I'll tell you what, Ernesto Valverde looks furious, really, with what he's seeing from his Athletic players. Can't believe it. I don't think they're sitting off everything Barca are doing. It's their second to everything. They're late to everything. It's not been the Basque team's night so far.
Well. It's really hard to keep this up for 90 minutes, but Barca are moving so smooth tonight.
Yeah. Look at Valverde, he's furious, Spence. You can see why. They're being carved open again here, Athletic. Rafinha's in. Rafinha for 4.
Oh, yes, he did! Rafinha!
Rafinha's just made it 4-0 with an unbelievable goal.
Stop it!
Can you believe this, people? One of Barca's best displays of the season, without a doubt. He has fired that pass, Unai Simon.
Woo!
And Barca are in dreamland in Saudi Arabia. They've got more than 1.5 feet in the final. They're practically there. Valverde can't believe it. Athletic can't believe it. You better believe it, people, because Barca, they're rampant here. They're beating Athletic Club by 4-0. We've not even reached minute 45.
They're on pace for 10. Let's score 10 tonight. Come on now. I mean, football's supposed to be hard.
Not been hard tonight.
It's not easy to score a goal, and Rafinha, boy.
Oh.
I mean, I feel for Unai Simon on this occasion, because you're not supposed to get beaten at your near post, but what's he gonna do about that?
I'll tell you what, I have more sympathy for him on that one, obviously, than the other one, I must say.
Voila!
That is a thunderous strike from Barca's Brazilian. He's rocketed it past Unai Simon, who maybe could have done something about the Rooney goal. I'm not sure he could do too much about that one. It's been brilliant again tonight. Rafinha's led the attack, And you guessed it, Spence, I was about to say. Barça, and then he had the ball again. Athletic will just try and get a moment's breath here. The referee, I think, is thinking the same. He wants a breath because it's been that brutal is a word I'd use from Barça, who you can see it, Spence. And there was a passage of play right before that goal in the build-up to it. Well, Barça made, I think, a 1-2, and about 4 Athletic players were cut off the game. And Valverde stepped off his bench and said, enough of this now. You know, what is going on? And, well, a few moments later, the ball's in the back of the net again. It's been pretty humiliating for Athletic, I must say. We were maybe expecting a closer game tonight. Well, it's not been close at all. Fermin. Oh, my God, he's in, is he? Rafinha so nearly was.
Almost.
This is looking bleak for Athletic. It really is.
Well, I don't want to make any potential assumptions about the second half. But, folks, I don't think we're going to see Lamine Yamal tonight.
No. And what could happen in the second half is we're going to have a very calm second half too, Spence.
Okay, but you're supposed to know that, but not say it. You're supposed to say, we could get another 4 goals in the second half, and it could end 8-0. That's how you sell this thing, right? Guys, you never know.
Obviously, Flick will, the longer it goes on, he'll start having an eye on Sunday's final, won't he? I mean, this is an ideal situation, guys, for Flick and Barça. It really is. When you don't have much turnover between the games, well, Barça, it's fair to say, have got the job done inside the opening 45 minutes. Brilliant performance so far. Rooney again now. Oh. He looks lively. What a cross!
It's almost
my God. I think it was Bibian, or was it Paredes? Unai Simon had to deal with it, header over. His cross, but it was Bibian, yeah.
So this Rooney thing right now, there's one thing that he's doing, it's very subtle, but every time he gets the ball, he squares up. He gets the ball, and then he doesn't turn towards the touchline. He doesn't look backwards. He squares directly towards the box with the ball so that he can make a decision about which way he wants to go. Very impressive. He's got such quick movement. Really enjoying watching him today.
Certainly. So I think I agree, Spence. He's been the most enjoyable player to watch on the pitch. I really think that. He's taken this corner short to Rafinha. Now De Jong. He clips it in. There's players at the back post. Atleti have got the first contact on it. And now maybe they can break. For one of the first times in the evening. I'll tell you what, they've got players over here. Athletic. There's if that pass was the right one they were in. It was the wrong one, in fact, just behind the player. Now maybe at the back post. And sets in there off the post. When it's not your night, it's not your night. Should have been 4-1.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pedri now. Barca will try and slow things down because that should really, guys, have been 4-1. Athletic with a gilt-edged chance. They worked it well, to be fair, after a few missed opportunities maybe to get the ball through initially. While they reshuffle things, got across the back post, and Sunset, as he so often does, Spence, arriving late in the box crashing and very nearly steering it into the far corner. Joan Garcia was rooted to his spot. Nothing he could do about it.
The way that you said you expect Fermin to score every time Sunset's got the ball at his feet inside the box, I'm expecting him to hit the back of the net too. And he made solid contact. It just put off. Hitting the post is as close as you're going to come.
Kunde now. Rooney. Lovely feet from Rooney. Just gets barged off at this time. He's playing with confidence, though, Spence, is what I like about him. Not easy to do, I don't think, for a player who, has to fight for minutes. That's nice from Navarro. He's got himself a tough spot, and his pass was too weak, and Athletic unable to get the attack going.
Maybe the first time Rooney's been dispossessed tonight.
Yeah. There's a chance, Spence.
Yeah, I mean, look, again, I peg Sunset to score every time he's in there. He's honestly, when he's not playing Barca, he's one of my favorite players in La Liga because of how fundamentally sound he is.
Yeah.
He did everything right. He had Joan Garcia beat. He hit the ball into the ground. Just not your night.
Sometimes, if it, like you said, Spence, when it rains, it pours. 4 goals in 16 minutes I've got in the chat earlier from you guys, by the way, as a stat. And let's think about that, Spence. When was the first goal scored? Yeah, that is indeed correct. Yeah, there you go. So 4 goals in 60 minutes. A rampant first half display from Hansi Flick's team, who are well in the clear now, you must say. And bar a miracle from an Athletic perspective, well, it will be Barca, who are in the final. And I said it too, if Barca can keep this pretty calm, pretty solid, depending on what happens tomorrow between Real and Atleti, we could be coming very fresh into Sunday's final, and one of those two might not be. That might not be the case for them. Should be a thrilling semi-final, by the way, the one tomorrow night too, Spence. Will you be tuning into that one?
I will have it on in the background. My family's still here,
okay.
And so I gotta be respectful of what we do.
I like it, yeah.
But it'll be on in the fondo, as we say.
Yeah. That's another lovely switch. And
Stop
look
it.
at Rooney.
No.
He's done that little. Can you call it a Neymar? I remember Neymar used to do that loads at Barca. The little pluck out the sky, almost like a. How would you call that, Spence? That trick?
This is where we need Robert. Man's at the races today. I'll tell you that. I don't know. It's a fancy skill move. Settle. Just little
yeah,
touch.
like when you bring out the sky and you almost go to like. Oh, that's a bad for that, Spence. You control it on the other foot. You control it on the other foot. Right, 2 added minutes have been added on at the end of the first half here at People, as Athletic would be hoping that was none. It isn't. Koundé. Now Kubarsi.
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people say that Rooney needs to play more. And they're not wrong, but, normally the guy who plays there is usually pretty good too. So it's tough.
Yeah, when you got Lamine in front of you. There's not many games spent, where Lamine won't play, obviously.
Well, and here he goes again. And look, he gets the ball, he squares up to make a decision, and he makes it quickly. It means that when you get your chances, when they don't come often, you got to take advantage, and that's what he's doing.
Oh, he certainly is. He's been brilliant, Rooney Bardghji. Love the confidence. Yeah, I like what you said about him squaring up defenders too. Really good approach for a left-footed winger, I think. And I'll tell you what, he's been excellent so far. Yeah, we have Lamine on that side, says Ali. I mean, great options to have. There's the little skill again from Rooney plucking out the sky. Brilliant. Again, possession back with Barca, with Koundé. De Jong, Rooney. Oh, it's so slick. It's so good from Barca. De Jong back to Fermin. Cross to the back post. Mate, well fired. Rafinha, who caught it sweet, but blasted it maybe outside of the King Abdullah Stadium.
I think he might have just given a gift to the person in row 150, but that's all right.
Again, Spence. Great Barca football.
This has been clinical, and also an example just like this where Rafinha obviously didn't hit the target, didn't come anywhere close to the target, but that you just got to take risks, you got to take your chances when they come, because you do it enough times, eventually it pays off. 4 goals in 16 minutes will confirm that.
Just a look at the watch from the referee, and there you go. Half-time here inside the King Abdullah Sports City. It is Barca who have a whopping 4-0 lead over Athletic Club. Can you believe that? Pinch yourself, that's the truth. In the Supercup semi-finals, it's been rampant from Barca. Ferran, then Fermin, then Rooney, and then Rafinha. All 4 of the front 4 have scored. And Athletic, well, they're looking left and right. They've got no answer here to how good Barca have been. They've been that good. Hansi Flick's team, really, really impressive in the opening 45 minutes. We've got all the action coming up in the second half. Don't go anywhere. It's Barca 4, Athletic 0. Spence, rampant's the word I've been using. It's been that good from Barca. They've been absolutely brilliant, really, in that first 45 minutes. As fans, we quite literally couldn't have asked for anything more, right?
Ooh, man. I mean, I'm happy with the performance that we just saw because I was thoroughly entertained. 22, 30, 34, and 38. Those were the Barca goals. So 8 minutes between the first and second, 4 minutes between the second and third, and the third and fourth. That's just high-octane football.
Yeah, certainly so. Lots to like about that first half, I think. I mean, Rooney was the one you picked out. We've seen some great individual displays, but this is a Barca team. You can see it right now. They're in a nice flow state, if you like. I mean, the way they're playing, 9 wins on the trot, we've seen that. Lots of clean sheets and that too. They look good right now, don't they, Barca?
Yeah, and I am curious to see how they come out in the second half. Getting a look here at some of the stats that we've got, the 81% possession, 6 shots on target from 8 shots. That is a heck of a return. Everything seems to be clicking. And look at the difference in successful passes between the two sides.
Yeah,
the last
that's crazy.
stat, 410 to 63. That is a ridiculous advantage.
Yeah, certainly is. You mentioned the second half, Spence, which is, of course, what we'll be heading into in a few moments' time. you'd expect a different second half. Let's hope, though, with the players Barca have got on the pitch and the ones that they've got to bring off the bench. I mean, I speak of the likes of Rooney, the hungry players who are still wanting to prove themselves, who may be thinking, I can get myself a spot in the lineup for Sunday's potential final. We don't want to jinx anything or get too far ahead of ourselves. Not in football, not in this competition, but we know the players will be thinking about Sunday now. Let's hope maybe that energy is still there, right? Because I think from Athletic, I don't know if it's going to come.
Yeah, no, this is about finishing the second half strong and, getting the proper players the rest that they need. Because I don't know what Hansi is thinking about in the second half. I don't know what you say to your squad at halftime other than congratulations, you did well, but let's keep it going.
Yeah, certainly so. Hansi Flick with plenty to think about then in the halftime break. Right, we're going to take a quick break here, people. We're going to leave you, of course, with the halftime quiz as ever. Don't go anywhere, though. Play along in the quiz and then stick right here because we've got all the action coming up too for the second half from us here in the studio. Been a brilliant, wonderful display from Barça so far. Let's hope for more goals, people. See you in a few minutes. Hello and welcome back, people, here for second half coverage of the game between Barça and Athletic Club de Bilbao. 4-0, Barça are up at half-time. How did everyone do on the quiz, by the way? Let's see. I see a lot of answers. Alia, Viscal Barça. Jordi TV, were you playing along there too? Brita Malaguita was in there. Mac Lumbis, a lot of you still playing along. Can still see you're getting some answers in. Let me know your final answers, by the way, people, in a few moments' time. It's been so crazy, this one, that we haven't even welcomed the new members. We'll do that in the second half. There have been a lot of you who have joined for this great game. Had loads of viewers, as ever. We thank you, of course, for tuning in. This will also give me a chance to say that on Barca YouTube Premium, of course, you've got loads of good content to get your teeth into. For example, Barça Athletic, we were showing that game earlier. I just want to see how that ended. How did it end in the end? 2-2. Okay, Valencia. Oh, dear. Valencia B equalised with a 95th minute penalty. That's a killer. Okay.
How are they doing this year?
Barça Athletic. Pretty well, to be fair.
Gotta work their way back into the Primera.
Third currently in the division. Valencia all the way down in 13th. Yeah, so pushing on those top spots. That today is a bit of a killer, I must say. That's a frustrating one. Okay, there you go. So that you can tune into, which is cool. The under-19s games are often on there too, which is just cool. So go and tune into all of that. You've got loads of the younger Barca sides playing on Barca YouTube Premium, as well as the perks that we let you know about often. It's been rampant here. It's been pretty brutal, actually, from Barca so far. And I've got a question for you all in the live chat, and indeed yourself, Spence, and that is, who do you think was the best player in the first half? Rafinha, Rooney, or Ferran? I put the front three there because it's been, well, a day for the attackers, hasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't Joan Garcia in the first half, so yeah. I guess you put the right players out there. This is, for me, pretty obvious and easy, no? I guess I'll let the chat get an answer in before I give mine, but
yeah,
this seems bastante claro.
I think I know who you're going to go for, and I think I'm on your side too, Spence. I mean, some people might go Rafinha, to be fair. He's also been excellent. He's been really good, to be fair. Rafinha, I think, golden assist, if I'm not wrong. You've got Ferran in there too, has certainly been a threat down the middle. But yeah, we've seen it immediately. Mac Lumbis says too. I think they agree with you, Spence.
Yeah. It's Rooney.
Mr. Rooney, yeah?
It's got to be Rooney.
Yeah.
I mean, he just, every time he gets on the ball, he's just looking sharp. He's, I've said the word decisive a lot tonight.
Yeah.
But his movements are so jerk fast that led to the goal, because it looked like he was headed off to his left. He quickly chops it back onto his right, and Unai Simon probably should have stopped it, but guess what?
Yeah,
he didn't.
Yeah, probably should have. Spence, with the game the way it is right now, are you expecting Flick to make a change at halftime? Would you say?
No, actually, I mean, who knows what he's thinking right now, but I'm sure whatever he's thinking are happy thoughts. So, I would say probably not. Eventually, we can get into it. Do we have what we got on our bench here? Let's see if we can.
Yeah, get up the bench. Get up the Barca bench. I might even be able to get it on our screen here too, Spence. So we can have
outside of the keepers, of course, you got so Gerard probably gonna rest. Olmo. Well, some of these guys might end up playing too. Dro, Marc Bernal and Casado might get in there a little bit. Of course, Lamine, Rashford, Lewandowski on the bench. Tommy Marquez is on the bench as well.
Yeah, by the way, guys, Tommy is that number 43 that you're seeing there. There are the Barca subs on your screen.
I mean, this is kind of that time, right? Supercopa, 4-0, semifinal. Like, get some of the young guns out there. But throw Dro out there for half an hour. What do you got to lose? Let Olmo and Lamine, maybe give Lamine 10 minutes if you want, but why?
Yeah, no, I'm going to be honest. I think if Lamine was left out as maybe precaution tonight, I just don't see the need, Spence. I really don't. I mean, I'm looking at those options there. There's countless options. I mean, you can do what you want, really, can't you? Lewandowski if you want, sure. But, I mean, yeah, I'm maybe veering more towards what you were saying. The Bernals, Dro. Maybe a Tommy Marquez debut would be good, because there's been a few weeks now we thought maybe it's going to be a Tommy's night, and it hasn't quite been yet. We've seen some Athletic players warming up too, Guruzeta, Inigo Ruiz de la Galarreta. Not really much Valverde can do, though. You can see Iñaki Williams. I'm not too sure what he was complaining about on that first goal, Spence. I must say, we never quite saw it, but he's not happy. Didn't seem like any problems to me.
No. What can you complain about?
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know. It seems like they kind of dug their own hole.
Yeah.
Athletic Club in this game because the first one went in. They were already conceding chances before that first goal was scored. And then after the first one came in, it was just an avalanche.
I'll tell you what, Spence, I'm not a body language expert, but the look of the Athletic Club players in the tunnel there was quite telling, I must say. It really was. They just don't look quite up for this one. Right, we're going to go back for second half commentary. Let's do it, people. There you have it then, players, back out on the pitch for the second half here in the Spanish Supercup semi-finals. Barça with, I'd say, more than a foot in the final. Sunday's final against either Real Madrid or Atletico de Madrid. Just saw the Athletic players a few moments ago, Spence. Their body language, the way they came, the way they looked in the tunnel. They look pretty down and out here, and I must say that's been the case for quite some time in this game. Just wonder what Valverde would have even tried to have said to them at half-time. If there's anything you can say at this stage, it's certainly not been their night, and I must say, since the first went in, they've almost recoiled even further, and quickly looks like no changes from Barca. They're going to keep things the same. The 11 stays the same then in the second half.
Yeah, changes will come at some point, but this competition is strange since they went to a 4-team format, because sometimes the merit that was determined to get a team into the competition is different from one year to the next. Back in the day, as the second half gets underway, it was the winner of the league against the winner of the Copa, and if a team won both, then you could take the second place team from, or maybe it was the Copa finalist.
Yeah.
Right.
But obviously, if those are the same, like for example, in the case which was last season, Spence, we had Cup final, Barça Madrid, first, second, Barça Madrid.
Exactly. So when you go to the 4-team format, that gives you more room to play with, because then you can take the loser of the Copa, or you can take the second place team. But as you just said, the only other option, if it's all the same, is then to just go down the line in La Liga and take third and fourth place. And so Athletic Club finished fourth in La Liga. Listen, I'm not a football purist in the way that, like this is the way that it's always been and this is the way it should always be. But if you talk to somebody from the 80s who watched Karate Kid when they were young and said, well, back in my day, it was just the league winner against the cup winner, and now the fourth place team is in, and Athletic Club might actually be, feeling a little bit of that. They're here to play, but at the same time, maybe a little imposter syndrome. This year, they've been here before. It's not like it's new. They've won the Copa recently, but I don't know. It's just different when you finish fourth and then you come here.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, it's obviously a long trip. It's a different Super Cup. We know that. I mean, Athletic were a side who got knocked out by Barça last year, but hey, they've won this tournament before. They're the only team other than Barça and Madrid who have won the Spanish Super Cup since it changed to the 4-team format. I'm no huge purist either, Spence, but I think I am of those who believe that, hey, the Super Cup should be winner versus winner, right? As Athletic try and get something forward. I think by finishing fourth in the league and then getting into the Spanish Super Cup is an interesting concept.
I don't know. If you have to have 4 teams in it, then I don't really know what else you could do.
Do you do the 2 semi-finalists in the cup?
If you want to
again,
bring,
they were the.
like I guess if you want to bring Mirandes to Saudi Arabia, but I don't think a lot of them have come for that. So you might as well just bring Atleti and Athletic Club.
Yeah. Well, there you go. First Barça players taking to warm up. Lamine Yamal, Bernal and Olmo, as Ferran nearly gets in behind here. It's going to be a Barça corner, the first for them of the second half. Interesting that Lamine does warm up then, Spence. I was saying, in fact, I was the one who said I don't think he will play. Clearly, he looks like he might.
Yeah, he might. It would be surprising to see him play 30 minutes. It wouldn't be surprising to see him play 10, but 30?
Yeah.
That would shock me just a little bit. I don't think Hansi's so concerned about giving the fans what they want rather than giving his players what they need.
Yeah, 100%. Adam Edits 11 says, "Can you say hi to me, please?" Hello, welcome to the
Hello.
Fermin's delivery on the corner, flicked onto the front post, and good from Unai. Got down low and stopped it going further, and dish a ball out here for Athletic, to break away on the counter-attack. It's not really any room out for them, though. That's a nice, that was a nice skill, to be fair, and, well, just not quite on the same wavelength there with Sunset. It was Horeizar who tried to get the ball through. This is De Jong. Tell you what, there's been so many new members today. Next time there is a pause in play, we'll welcome a few of you. I get the feeling the second half is going to give us more of a chance to do just that than the first half did. This is Cubarsí now. Over to Eric Garcia. Balde. Nice skill from him. Still Balde. Fermín López. Balde tugging on Berenguer's shirt. It's better from Athletic, who look a little bit calmer in this second half so far. Now Arreso. Given straight away, commentators' curses. Barca pounce.
That's not a thing.
More. Rafinha. Nice skill from him. Rooney's wide. Look at the overlap Koundé's providing. Koundé's in. Big chance this for 5. Well blocked by Paredes.
This is a good time to ask the chat, how many we getting tonight?
Yeah. How many are we getting tonight? I'll tell you what, I'll prepare that question, Spence, whilst this Barca attack
Can you do it as a poll? Or is that too much to ask?
I can't.
Too much to ask.
I don't.
I'm sorry I asked.
That's not within my capabilities, unfortunately. Chicken Pro 76 says, "Damn, I missed the first half because my flight was delayed 6 hours."
But then you would have time to turn it on, wouldn't you?
I'm guessing it was that they were meant to have landed by.
You booked your flight so that you would arrive in time for the start of the Copa.
Yeah. And, well,
and
it was delayed 6 hours.
Went poorly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is quite a brutal first half to miss, by the way. That's harsh.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
a tough one.
Chicken Pro.
I like this as well. Chicken Pro 76 just joined as Pack Premium and immediately gets in there with the to let everyone know. Thank you. We support you on this first off miss. Let's hope Barca give you some goals for the second half.
Fortunately, Chicken Pro, it is 2026, so you might be able to catch highlights later.
Maybe. I'll tell you what, on this show we'll be showing all of the highlights. There you have it.
Mira, por ejemplo.
Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned, because on this show we'll bring you all the highlights. Pedri's in
Aye.
now. Maybe a fifth
Aye,
here. Rafinha's in. Rafinha just delayed a little bit too much, and Athletic got bodies back. Watch out here. Rooney, left foot. Inside of 1, inside of 2. Still Rooney. Pedri blocked. Pedri again. Fermín's in now. Plays at the back post. Surely for Rooney. For Rafinha! Barca.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're just ruthless, Barca. They've got 5 goals here against Athletic Club. If at first you don't score, try again. Well, there you go. Rafinha gets his second. It is relentless. It's ruthless from Barca. Hansi Flick's team, well, they're in the final now. Valverde's having a word with his assistant. They're trying to figure out ways of how they can stop the Barca onslaught. Doesn't look like there's a way right now. This time Rafinha gets the job done. And Barca, well, they have their manita.
I mean, Rooney Bardghji, again, that's just improvisation at its finest, and then everything just breaks down again for Athletic Club. There's no coherency. There's just everything's going wrong for them right now. This is a game that we would call, in so many words, a butt kicking.
Yep.
And so that's why I asked the chat, how many we getting tonight? Because if you said 4, you're already wrong.
Oh, watch out here. Maybe one back for Athletic. No. Goes out for a goal kick again. It was Sunset. He's come closest so far. And I think, Spence, as things stand, this is going to go down as the biggest win since the change of the new format. That's how good Barca have been tonight. That was nice from Iñaki Williams. Nice from Berenguer too. And Sunset, well, just wide of the far post there. Yeah, onside. Ferran's behind the ball there. Fell kindly into Rafinha, and he was absolutely, that's what you got to do. Just lash it from there. And immediately Valverde's produced he's going to produce a triple change here. So subs coming up for Athletic in a moment, as you'd expect, really.
Yeah, somewhat surprising that he didn't make the changes before.
Oh dear, could it be 6? Rafinha to the back post.
Still could be, Pablo.
Rooney. Rafinha's there again, wing to wing. Now Ferran. All very intricate in there in Athletic. Just shovel it clear. Look how many Barca players are around. Iñaki Williams, though, playing some of their best stuff of the season here, Barca. Really good football, really good. Spence, you asked for it, I'm going to ask it.
Go get him. Hit him.
That's not the one I wanted. I've got a question for you all in the live chat, which if I can find.
There we go.
You have to ask. Thought you'd enjoy that.
A lot of whistles coming in.
Yeah.
That's not fair, is it? Well, I don't know.
Unai Gomez is on, Guruceta is on, and De Galarreta is also on. Robin Navarro's one of those off, as is Iñaki Williams. We've not even played 55 minutes, guys. No surprise that Matt Glumbus is the first to vote. He says 3.
As in give me 10.
Yes, as in give me 10, yeah.
I'm all for 10, I have to say.
And Chicken Pro's happy. Seems the night is not over. Nice.
No.
Told you.
No. And the way Barca are playing, they're still hungry.
Vale.
Hungry for goals.
Charlotte says 1, more reserved. Fair enough. I'll tell you what, Spence. With the way it's going, I would expect Barca to get 6 or 7 tonight.
Who just scored the last one? I'm already losing track.
Rafinha.
Okay, so he's got 2.
Rafinha's got 2, and then we've got Fermin, Ferran, Rooney.
Yeah. All right. I mean, at this point, we can just start getting greedy. We can ask, like, hey, let's get a Pau Cubarsí goal.
Correct, yeah, we can, yeah. We have that liberty right now. It's a good tackle from Fermin. Blocks Unai Gomez's throws out for an athletic throw. And Spence, you know what we should do now? Let's welcome a few members, because we're in party celebration mode. Let's do it.
Venga, va.
Welcome to the family, guys. I can tell you, there have been so many of you who've joined during the show, and before the show we had even more. José Jorges Ruger, Nuria Bascolomer, Carmelo Ruiz 1860, Andrea Luján Esposito 7518, Aymar Vasquez 5749.
Hey, Pablo.
Yeah, Barca in again. Koundé, maybe a goal to welcome you too.
Just
Koundé. Offside, we can
never
continue.
mind.
We can
Keep
continue. Francesc Campas, QAN, Julio Domínguez, Jove Planas, Oscar Sánchez, Pablo As, Paula Fernández Turán, Batu, Enrique Viladegut, Marco Reyes, and Spence, I must say, during the show as well. KOTLQWQ joined. Chicken Pro, of course.
Chicken Pro, baby.
Juan Tulu Perucho, that's a good name. And Adrian Lopez joined. Christopher Gaskin joined.
Did you mention Hamster Dance guy?
Hamster, I didn't know. Hamster joined, of course. Where is Hamster gone?
No.
Axel Dino 123 joined. Guys, massive thank you. Welcome to the Barca members family. Get yourselves involved and watch out here, because Athletic are in. Should have been a goal for them.
It's
really.
not happening tonight.
Blazed over. Who was that, Spence? Berenguer. Yeah.
Not happening. Not in the cards.
And also, guys, actually, we had a few new little emoji things we wanted to show you. I've seen a few flags in the chat, so fill the chat with your Barca flags. Look at them. Look at them pouring down, Spence.
Oh wow. Hello.
So many of them.
That should be an interactive graphic.
Can you imagine?
And it comes, yeah, and we can, like, grab them. Or, like, the one where the money came down, like the coins, and we grab the coins like Mario.
And, yeah, that'll be great.
Slash Sonic.
Hamster says, I'm here, don't worry. They asked in the chat. And, by the way, look who's just joined as well. Is that another hamster?
What are you talking about?
Hamster, welcome to a Pack Basic.
Oh, Hamster. Close.
They're everywhere.
It's a hamster with no front teeth.
As the chat is filling with. Welcome, Hamster. Look at the chat, by the way, Spence. Look at all those Barca flags. Plenty of them inside the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium tonight, and indeed plenty in the live chat. Glorious display from Barca, who are still yet to make a change. Athletic have made 3 themselves. I would say Spencer's. I think the tempo has still been good in this second half.
Yeah. Agreed.
Barca are still going for it. They're in again with Rafinha. Didn't quite fall for him.
Totally. No notes. No notes. This is... Because you're right. Sometimes you get the... Oh, wow, they're doing the wave.
They are doing the wave. There you go.
Are you okay, so you're pro wave.
I'm actually not.
Then why did you do it?
Because I'm in party atmosphere. And here's Rafinha. Now a chance to the back post.
Oh,
no,
shoot,
Rooney.
Rooney.
Yeah, big chance that for Barca. Looked like it was going to be 6, I must say. Rafinha in again now on the right-hand side.
Okay, so
Corner.
just to be clear,
Yeah.
you are anti-wave.
Sort of, yeah. I think waves have become like known as a thing that you do when you're like bored of the game.
Oh, so this is...
That's sort of like it can often be like a statement to be like. But to be fair, we see it loads of like World Cups and stuff. And today, you can't be bored about this. It's 5-0 and Barca have been unbelievable. De Jong's cross away. What? We'll play this out because Fermin's in now to the back post where Rafinha's waiting. Away by Rego. And further clear now. Where are you standing on a little wave?
Coming from the States, it's been played out for me. It's kind of like Sweet Caroline.
Okay, yeah, you just.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. Sorry to be the guy to throw a wet towel on top of this fire, but I'm out.
Yeah, fair enough.
You want to go do the wave?
Yeah, I agree.
Have at it. I'm good, but I'm gonna sit in my chair and fold my arms like this.
Like for example, when you're in a stadium, and it's happened to me too, I don't really participate. You the same, yeah?
And this is the part of the program where we remind people that you are still allowed to have fun.
You guys can participate, guys. By the way, Spence, look what's happening in the chat.
Are they doing the wave? No.
No, they're not.
Spread the hamsters. Spread the hamsters.
Hamster army.
How many people in the chat have heard of the hamster dance? See, now that's gonna. You probably haven't because you're a young man, but that's like circa 2006-ish. I gotta say, something like
that. Fourth change for Athletic just made there. Rego's off. That's a good ball on the back, I must say. Chance here. I think it's Unai Gomez who's got on the end of it. He's got Koundé to try and beat. He does. Koubarsi was watching well, though, and steers it clear. I mean, a job for Barca now is to keep the clean sheet, right? That's certainly going to be in the back of their minds as they enjoy themselves in this one. Good again from Koubarsi. The job that, only the work they've had to do tonight, the centre-back pairing, they've done well, haven't they?
Yeah, they haven't had much to do, but when they've been asked to make just a couple of plays, it's been without drama.
Good from Rafinha. To win back, who very much is now popping up in a more central role. Fermina's come wide left, as you can see now. And that is indeed allowing Balde a lot of that flank on the left-hand side. Easy cushion header back. Someone we've not seen tonight at all is Joan Garcia, Spence, when he's barely had the ball near him. Here we go, triple change coming up for Barca. Gerard Martin, Rashford and Bernal are all about to come onto the field for Hansi Flick's team. So Flick's waited an hour and he's going to make the subs.
That is kind of an answer, isn't it? Because he's not going with the youngsters, but he's not going with Olmo, Lewandowski, Lamine, who in another world would be a youngster, but not today.
Yeah. Yeah, so still for now, no Lamine. That would indicate that if he does play, watch out here, because, well, that took a bit of a deflection off Guruceta, and De Jong didn't get that right either. And he got lucky, De Jong, because it was a straight shot down the throat of Joan Garcia. 2 scares evaded there for Barca. Yeah, this would tell us, Spence, that if Lamine is to play, he'll play about 15 minutes. And hey, maybe he might not play. All will be decided.
I think the fans who came to the game tonight without the intention of going to Sunday's game are going to be disappointed if he doesn't play, but them's the breaks.
Yeah, 100%. I was thinking that. That has made its way through to Ferran, who tried a little bit too much there to get away. Oh, look at that from Pedri. He's everywhere. Finds Fermin. Fermin delays, finds Pedri. Pedri wants more than in that half space. Pedri. Fermin, who is wide left now. Game got a very different feel to it at this stage than it did towards the start, that's for sure. 5 goals up Barca, and running away with this, just tapping things around. Eric Garcia was fouled by Guruzeta. Maybe now we can see the triple change then, Spence.
Might as well. Half hour left to go in the contest. Who gets rest is the question I want answered at this point. Who's coming off? Balde.
So Balde for Gerard Martin. I think that's a good call from Flick because Balde's been playing a lot of football recently.
Frankie is giving up the captain's armband, so I'm guessing Bernal will take his place.
Okay.
And
what was that?
One more to go. Rafinha. No hat trick for him tonight.
Yeah, that's a shame. All like for like, and 3 big players who will be starting in Sunday's final, all rested. Rafinha saying, hey, keep it going though as he steps off the field. Let's get the lineup back on our screens. There are the Barca goals, by the way. Ferran with an assist from Fermin. Fermin with an assist from Rafinha. Rooney with another assist from Fermin. Rafinha assists Rooney. And then Rafinha assists Rooney. They've all scored and assisted each other.
So Rooney is responsible for 3 goals.
Fermin likewise. Oh, watch out here, Spence. Rashford is quick and he's in behind. Marcus Rashford. Is there a goal for him immediately? Rashford! I think that's probably one of the last players Athletic would have wanted to see, isn't it, in a game where their legs are already gone. Rashford in behind.
Yeah, because he's been very bouncy lately, and that little movement onto the inside is a perfect example. Yeah, this is just a case. Everything that Barca wants right now, they're getting.
Oh, very easy for Flick's team here for a semi-final. Rooney's corner. Easy for Unai Simon to pluck out of the sky, and he dishes it out too to try and allow Athletic to break away quickly. Just wonder with how tired they are right now, whether Unai might do better to just keep a hold of that. But I suppose it's in their instinct, isn't it, when they're behind, to immediately play again. Rashford wins that back, and here he goes, Rashford, and he's fouled. And on another day, that'll be a booking, but this game feels like an exhibition match.
Yeah, which is exactly the opposite of what I said it was going to be at the beginning of this game, when I said that most of the time when Barca go outside of the country, it is an exhibition match.
We never showed our guests the scores. Here they are, by the way. We all expected a closer game.
Yeah, I guess of the 3 of us, you were sort of closest.
I went 2-0. I thought we'd get the job done. I mean, 2 isn't too close to 5. Llorente went 2-1. Spencer, you going 3-2.
I have 5 goals being scored. Does that count for something?
You went for the drama. Got like a foul there. Play on. What were your predictions, guys? No one's going to tell us now. Rafinha, though, there on the bench. He'll be now readying himself for Sunday's final. Spencer, it's a classic question they ask players, especially Barca players. They say, who would you prefer in the final? And they say, you know, I don't care. Do you, as a fan, prefer playing Madrid in the final?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Every time.
Yeah. Even if there's that chance of you lose it and then it's like hell. Or you prefer the chance that when you win it, it's great, right?
Do you remember the Xavi Supercup?
Yeah.
No, I just think you always want to play and beat your rivals, man. That's like, yeah, you might lose. So what? If you lose, you lose. But man, if you win, it feels sweet. I mean, I have no problem playing Atleti either, because you'd be just as thrilled when you watch the second semifinal and see that, you know, your bitter rival is losing a game that they're probably not happy with. But you'd rather do it yourself, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, that's a question I'll ask you in the chat. Who would you rather face in the final? Madrid or Atleti? Now Pedri. Dished off here to Kubarsi. Koundé with a long switch upfield, a very good switch. Rashford, how well did he pluck that out of the sky? Athletic just about get away with things. Good from Koundé. All it up to Joan Garcia. Very calm atmosphere inside the stadium. I must say, Spence, I think even at 0-0, 1-0, it was a pretty muted, cool atmosphere inside the ground. But especially now, the fans just enjoying those Barca players doing their thing. But I mean, just looking at the way Athletic are set up, no one's really running, sprinting. And this is the result. Barca tapping it around them. Gerard Martin, clever pullback. Fermin fought in there, did well.
And they're getting to every 50-50 ball first, and that's just a sign of a team who wants it more, even though they're already up 5 goals. You talked about the body language of Athletic Club at the start of this half, and it's so apparent right now. They do not want to be here. Referee realistically could blow the final whistle now, and the only thing that I think people would be upset about is that the ones who attended the game got cheated out of 20 minutes.
Koundé. Just being reminded, I'll remind you guys at the end of the game too, this game in full, if you've missed any of it, can be watched for you YouTube members from 10 p.m. Spanish time tomorrow. So don't miss out on that. Do not miss out on that. So if you've missed anything from the action,
there you go.
From the action, there you go. Who was it who missed?
Chicken guy.
He missed the first half.
Chicken
yeah.
guy.
Chicken Pro, yeah.
Chicken Pro, with a rookie move.
You've got the 4-minute highlights. We'll show you the second this one's finished here, so don't go anywhere there. Only 20 minutes to go. We'll show you the highlights. Or if you want to rewatch the full game, well, guess what? You've got the full game to come. 10 p.m. Spanish time tomorrow. Central European time, that is. Eddie Garcia. Into Pedri. 2 more Barca changes coming up. Were they Olmo and Lamine, Spence?
No. No.
They weren't?
Were they? Sorry, I thought you asked something different.
Oh, no. I'm saying, were the 2 subs who were about to come on, I couldn't quite see who they were. Maybe now.
No, it's Olmo.
No, it's Olmo and someone else, yeah. No, Lamine, there you go. Rashford now. Eddie Garcia. Bernal can spin on things. Nice minutes for him too in the half midfield. Keep him ticking over nicely. Since Rashford's come on, he's hungry for a goal. Pedri back into Rashford. Takes it well in his stride. Pass was far wide, I think. That's where Ferran's going to play it now.
That was bold.
Yeah.
Right.
Not going to reach Rooney. Goes by him for a goal kick. Let's see then. This double change the Barca got prepared, which will take them now to all of their subs for the game. Yeah, it is. Olmo and Lamine Yamal are on, people.
It didn't look like him, did he? Just from the top of his head, I was like, that's not Lamine.
I don't know who that was. Rooney's off for Lamine. You'd suspect Fermin for Olmo, maybe? No, Pedri.
That makes sense.
Right, let me adjust the lineup, Spence. Thoughts on those 2 changes?
My thought is that the fans are getting what they want. Hansi is a man of the people. Here he comes. The fans love it.
Listen to this, people.
And Lamine's smiling out there thinking, well, this will be a fun 20 minutes. All right, we'll get a little Lamine action. Let's go.
There you go. Lamine, Olmo, and Rashford then, Spence, will be in behind. Ferran, that's right, yes. That's how the Barca front forward line up. There is Olmo, chests it down, finds Rashford. Olmo's in again here. Surely. Oh, just got away from him, didn't it? Nothing much Valverde could do about today. Just been a watch and just been a.
I mean, I kind of feel.
Spectator, hasn't he?
Yeah, I kind of feel for him, honestly, because they got punched in the mouth in the first half and have not responded. I mean, it's a tough year for them right now. This is what happens though in the Champions League.
Yeah, it's
And
been a bit of a come down to earth, hasn't it? Really, this season.
Laporta watches on from what looks like a throne. honestly. Big armchair.
Yeah, lovely big chair. Eddie.
Here I am without an armrest.
Well, we've got the feeling the game might well take this sort of turn. Exactly what Barca wanted. Flick has been able to pick the changes he's wanted to make and put them in when he's wanted to, really. Olmo through to Rashford. Back to Olmo once more. Bernal. Eri Garcia. Juan. Had nothing to do, really, for Barca. The times Athletic have come close, they've missed themselves. Stand set, really, when he hit the post in the first half. Game was already done by then, by the way, but that's the closest they've come. Now Koundé. Get the feeling as well, Spence, that with the way this game has gone, Flick might well have a good idea of his lineup on Sunday too. He might have been given a few headaches in attack, but I'm just thinking, I'm looking down there, I think it could be almost set in stone, that lineup.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. Lamin's obviously a big question mark, you know. The fact that he's come on today would suggest he will start. Fermin, that was gorgeous from Barca. Lovely flick on. Now Lamin. Dinko the top. Ferran's in. Unai gathers. Needed more power on it, didn't it, instead of the float that it had.
Is that Lamin's first touch?
Yeah, since he's come on, yeah.
A little outside of the boot with the first touch.
Hey, ole. Lovely few little flicks in there. I mean, it was pushed, surely. Yeah, there you go. But I think back four, Spence, he's probably got quite clear. Goalkeeper, of course. I think the two in midfield, they stick. The one ahead of them after his display today sticks. You look at the front three, you're probably thinking Ferran, Rafinha, Lamin, right?
That would seem to make the most sense.
Yeah.
You know, what's interesting, too, about this year's Supercup psyche and mindset compared to last year. Last year, Barca were trying to figure out what to do at the keeper position.
Yeah.
And so Szczesny sort of asserted himself and won the job with these games.
Yep, correct, yeah. In this fixture last season, there's a ball from Lamin, by the way, again outside of the boot. Yep, you're right.
He made his debut against Barbastro in the Copa just before. Actually, it was like, it must have been the 5th, January 5th. This was the day before Reyes. And then Barca had the Supercopa to play, and Hansi was like, all right, let's ride the train. And Tech showed up in a Barca shirt and won all of our hearts very fast. Yeah,
he was very good in his fixture last season. I remember it well. He was very good that game, Szczesny. As you say, Spence, he played ever since. Of course, he got sent off in the final, remember. Barca got through that, so he had to miss a game through suspension, but really didn't look back as Barca's #1 keeper for the remainder of the season. No question marks this time around. Joan Garcia, the undisputed #1.
You don't say.
And after his display's been excellent. Watch out there, clean through now.
Well, he might be tested.
Unai Gomez, he's going to be tested here. Joan Garcia, and oh my goodness me, I must say, Spence, I cannot believe Unai Gomez has missed that. It looked like he'd buried it in the corner. And somehow, Barca still have a clean sheet.
Miles onside.
Yeah.
Thought that Joan was going to have a stop to make. Made himself look as big as possible. I guess that's just the presence of Joan Garcia in goal. The net just looks a lot smaller than it is.
Sometimes I find, Spence, when there's a keeper in red-hot form, apart from the saves they make, things like that happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is a presence thing or it's pure coincidence. There's a good chance it's the latter. But, yeah, Joan Garcia, again, keeps his clean sheet from something he didn't really have anything to, or couldn't do anything about, you know. Unai Gomez got wrong side there of Jenna Martin, took him in behind. Oh, that's a nice ball from Rashford, isn't it? Nearly getting around the back. Vivian has tried to stick fierce to his task, though. Already went out well. How many fans was that Spence announced? Over 50,000, I think.
I couldn't quite hear.
I'll tell you what, Spence, he misses that by quite by a few footballs as
No,
well.
no,
you know.
it's just it's the John Garcia effect. Apparently, that's what I'm gonna go with. I mean, it could very well be that it's just not Athletic Club's night. But
Cool.
the only thing that I'm upset about right now is that we were at the 54th minute and at 5 goals, and here we are at the 78th minute. I need another goal.
Maybe now, Spence. Lamine Yamal's taking this in his stride. Lamine sits 2 down. Lamine. Oh, nearly right on cue. Fermin now away. Yeah, I hear you. I think in the back of our minds, we probably knew that was a possibility. But Barça started the second half quite energetic. They got the 5th, obviously, through a Rafinha emphatic finish from him. And, well, yeah, onside, clearly onside. I think since then it has slowed down. You know, we started to ring the changes. Everyone started thinking about Sunday.
So when we get to the 90th minute, do we just go beep, beep, beep?
I'll tell you what, if there's a game for it, it'd be this one. For the officials to just go, hey, you know, enough of this now.
It's like the Simpsons episode of Stop! He's already dead.
Yeah. Ooh, watch out there, because Athletic, I'll tell you what, they've carved out a few chances in the second half. Barça, whilst they'll be thinking about Sunday, will still want to preserve their clean sheet for now. Guruzeta gets away from him, and Rashford can bring it clear. And look at Olmo go here.
Ooh.
Good from Bibian, stepped out of his position well. Unai Gomez. Away by it, got to see out the front post. 10 minutes to go. Rashford on the back. Reminder people in the post-game show, which is coming up about 10-15 minutes from now. We're going to have the highlights, the reactions from Jeddah. And indeed, we'll be looking ahead to that final on Sunday. There's the ball from Lamine. Unai was off his line well. Offside anyway on Ferran and Rashford.
And this is one of those games, 5-0, 80th minute. We can talk about anything you want.
Hit me.
Game's over. What'd you get for Reyes this year?
I unfortunately was not doing that Reyes this year. I was doing Christmas Day.
Okay, what'd you get for Christmas?
I got a lovely long coat.
A lovely long coat.
Yeah,
man, you are so British.
Yeah, I am British. Yeah. And it's actually not that warm, you know. So, but it will be nice and stylish for here, which is nice.
It's not warm, but I look good.
Correct.
All right. What else?
I got a lovely new perfume.
I love you, man. It's great. Keep it coming.
What else have I got for Reyes? I got it's just terrible. I got a lovely little duffel bag actually, like a nice leather bag, which was really nice.
Little travel.
Yeah. It's a really nice one.
So here's how I know that I've become a gentleman of a certain age. I got my lovely girlfriend a book for Christmas, and she got me a book.
Yeah.
And we were both very happy with our decisions. Read every day, folks.
Yeah, that is a good.
The more you know.
Yeah, that is a good one. I got my mum a book for Christmas. Actually.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Book of Basketball by Bill Simmons.
Yeah, it was okay.
Good stuff. Yeah. Good stuff.
Is that all from your party or?
We kept it relatively light. We just do like little chorradas, tiny stuff.
Do you guys do? Are you 25th or are you 6th?
We do both because the American family comes to Catalonia to do Christmas, and then we string it out, and morning of Reyes, a little bit of that too.
Okay. That's a nice punch away from Juan Garcia. Athletic get a shot back in, and Juan Garcia.
Oh, and he just grabs it out of nowhere.
Just plucks it out of the sky. Have a bit of that, people. Take that. Yeah, there you go. Juan Garcia, easy as you like. Yeah, to be fair, I got a few good gifts, guys. What did you guys get?
Yeah. Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
For Christmas, if you celebrate, what were your gifts this year for Reyes?
Or Hanukkah.
Yeah, let us know some of your gifts.
Or if you just decided you wanted to get your friend a gift even though you don't celebrate anything.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Gerard Martin here. Well, we asked in the last show, Spence, wishes, resolutions for 2026, Barca related.
Okay.
a lot of them are obviously thinking Champions League.
Yeah.
I was less just Champions League focused and more like keep up the streak of good titles, starting of course with this one.
Yeah, that's how I felt the last couple of years with the Supercup. It's like, it's the first real chance to put your stamp on a season. And I think, you know, it means more than what a lot of people make it out to be, because it's kind of that first notch in the belt of what could be an amazing season. So like last year, we didn't know what was going to happen later, but we knew how good of a team this was and could end up being. And you also knew that if you were going to win all the titles, you had to win the first one. So you had to win the Supercopa. They did that. And then you're like, all right, well, now you got to go win the Copa del Rey. And they did that. And then you're like, all right, well, they might as well go win La Liga. And then, you know, we just missed one. But
with the new format, Spence, I'm quite a firm believer in the fact that this season, this title can be a huge impulse for the season. And I think of when we first won it in the new format under Xavi, the one you were talking about, we brushed Madrid aside.
yeah.
I think there was the before and after, really. I think up until then we were sort of like, we were getting there and it was like, yeah, no, we're a proper team now. We went on to comfortably win La Liga that year. And last season as well, we had a really rocky December. And came into this game against Athletic Club thinking, ugh, we might get knocked out here. We beat them 2-0. And then brushed Madrid aside in the final. And surely Ferran somehow no. His touch let him down, didn't it, Spence? Big chance.
I don't know what happened there, because it was about to fall directly into his path. I don't know if he was already looking the other way and then it hit him by accident, or if that was an intentional touch.
No, it's...
It's...
I think he tries to take it in his stride and it hits the back of his heel.
No, he was
leg,
he was about to let it pass him and it hit his knee, hit his shin.
Oh, that was clever from Rashford. Spotted a gap. Bernal. Oh, nice little dink in too from Bernal. Header clear, looked like a foul. There's a head injury, so it should be stopped. Not sure the referee's seen it though.
Please stop. Thank you.
There we go. It is now stopped.
All right, Code Eater wants a 7-0. Nobody's told us.
No one told us what they were.
Nobody's told us. Maybe nobody got anything.
Yeah,
for
maybe.
the holidays.
Yeah, maybe. They sort of just let us go with our own. And are you more of someone? Do you enjoy giving gifts more, or like receiving gifts?
I used to be really bad at giving gifts.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I think the most important thing you can learn as an adult, which you now are, and most of you will become or already are, is that the gift has to be a reflection that you understand what the other person enjoys. You don't just and I'm not saying this because you just said perfume, but you don't just buy a cologne or a perfume to give to somebody just because you have to give them something. That's kind of like, for me, that's like the cop-out gift. You gotta look at the person and go, what is this person
Unless
like?
that person wants a nice
I'm not saying it's not, you can't get them that. If they want it, great. You know, you smell great right now. Like I'm in. I'm all for it. But you have to like if somebody really likes Legos, go get them a Lego. You know, and maybe they really like a specific type of Lego. I don't know. Just think a little bit. Use your brain.
I hear you on that. Like more like sentimental stuff, right? Than even
like, okay, here's a good one. This is perfect. My girlfriend's father is a huge Real Madrid fan.
Oh, really? Oh,
huge. And we, but he's like, how? Because he always goes against the grain. He lives in Lleida. He lives in Catalonia.
Yeah,
like
okay.
it's just, you know, it's just who he is.
Okay.
So he's a big Real Madrid fan. So we always, whenever we see each other, it's always, you know, jab.
Yeah.
Okay. My girlfriend and I decide that for the holidays, we're going to get him a tour of the Santiago Bernabeu because we think he'd like it.
Yeah.
But to give him the gift, we crafted a small little square box, decked it out in Blaugrana colors, and then when the box opened, which there was a little ticket that said voucher for good for one tour of the Santiago Bernabeu, it started playing Tot el Camp. And
That
so,
is good, yeah,
And so
yeah.
we got to sing the song before we then told him, all right, you can go to the run.
Yeah, you put some work into it. Look at us. That corner headed away comfortably the front post. No one has told us what they've got by the way, Spence.
I think people are out on this game.
I get the feeling it's been the case for quite some time, and I can actually see that a lot of you guys are filling the chat with your Visca Barça emoji, so I'd encourage you to do that too. There's a chance. Nice piece of skill that too. Koundé should be able to usher that off play. And now, Spence, I suppose, comes the question, how long is going to be added on, if any time? I get the feeling there will be, unfortunately, even though I'm sure both sets of teams would like to pack up now.
2-3 minutes,
Yeah.
although realistically, this is the most beep, beep, beep I've ever seen.
Alias's best present, is that the win, I'm guessing, right? The win we've got today. This is a good late Reyes gift. If you're an Athletic fan, though, it's been a bit of a disaster. Oregi thought he can hit them from distance, away by Eric. Here they all are. The Visca Barças they're using. They love their stickers.
I hear some Barca fans out there.
Yeah, the Barca fans, are, to be fair, have really got on their feet. This is Berenguer. All inside of one, away from Kouassi, though. No danger here. Offside flag was up anyway previously. Right, come on, let's play a game. How much time is going to be added on? I'm going to go 3 minutes. 2? I hope you're
It's
right.
like a token 2 minutes. Like a here you go.
We have to add something on right
Yeah.
now. Moment of truth. There is the fourth official.
Fourth official doesn't have anything, huh? He doesn't have anything. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep.
There you go.
Beep, beep, beep.
No at a time, people, as it ends in Jeddah. Barca 5, Athletic Club 0. A rampant, brilliant display from Hansi Flick's team means they'll be in Sunday's final against Madrid or Atleti. Whoever it is, it promises to be a thriller. Tonight certainly was. Barca were excellent. They really were. They brushed Athletic aside in a brilliant 16-minute spell in the first half where they scored 4 goals. Rafinha added 1 more after the interval. It was a brilliant, sumptuous Barca performance, who were then able to rest for the last half an hour. We're in the final on Sunday. It ends Barca 5, Athletic 0. There you have it then, people. Spence, 0 complaints there, I'm guessing, right? I mean, the last half an hour, I should say, was a little bit of a slog, if you like. I mean, Barca were passing the ball from side to side. Athletic weren't really putting any pressure on Barca either. We'll be taking a look at the highlights, by the way, in a few moments' time. And also, I'll remind you that from 10 p.m. Local time tomorrow, you can watch the game in full. That's for members on FC Barcelona's YouTube channel.
24 hours from now, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So stay tuned, people. Stay tuned. And indeed, stay tuned in this show because we've got the highlights and the reactions coming up. Spence, some thoughts on that one, though, before we delve into any of that.
I mean, it's a really hard game to break down, actually, because there's not a whole lot you can say that Barca did wrong, and there's a lot in this game that you would look back on and go, I didn't realize we played 90 minutes of football, because it felt like we played about 30 minutes of football, and then
the rest was...
then the job was done. And there were a couple of instances after Barca scored their goals where they were still threatening a little bit, but 5-0. And I think the most telling sign is that at the end of it, there was no extra time or no stoppage time added. So
yeah, often is an indicator when the referee says at 90, no more of this. And I'll tell you what, the game had the feel of one of those games that both teams were quite happy to just leave things there and go home. Right, we're going to be taking a very short break here. We'll be back in about 2-3 minutes time to show you the highlights from this game and indeed the reactions from Jeddah from the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium where Barca have won 5-0 tonight. Don't go anywhere. It's all coming in a few moments time. So here on Barça Live, Spence, I don't think let's waste any more time. Let's see the highlights from this brilliant clash between Barça and Athletic Club de Bilbao. What a brilliant night it was for Barça. They won 5-0, of course. And when this started, I think we were all thinking, well, maybe this could be tight. It could be a tense game. And to be fair, Athletic in the first 10-15 minutes weren't bad at all. From this point onwards, maybe Spence, it was when things started to open up. Pedri getting the first shot away. That one straight at Unai Simon. And then the floodgates started to open. We all thought Fermin had scored here. He couldn't quite get it through. Unai Simon, who was down low and made the save, should have scored really there, Fermin. And I'll tell you what, we'd expect him to as well. Chances kept on coming. Rooney this time. And then Fermin. And then finally Ferran into the ground. Over the keeper. 1-0 Barça.
Yeah, you knew it was only a matter of time. The way they were going. And I think it's important to watch Rooney in these highlights. The way that he was able to set things up. Because he got 2 assists on the night. This was the hockey assist, if you will. It was the pass before the pass.
Yeah.
And everything filtered through him. Rafinha didn't really have to do much on the other side of the pitch. And Ferran was the beneficiary of the first goal, but as the night progressed, it just got worse and worse for Athletic Club.
Lovely pullback that time by Rafinha. At this stage, really, Barça were rampant. They were playing great football, really quick, slick attacking play. Rafinha's pullback found Fermin to perfection. And, well, he usually doesn't miss from there. Very cool finish. Not an easy one, too, by the way. Came out and very fast. Weak foot. Killed the ball perfectly, didn't he? And got it into the back of the net there. That's why we were more surprised when he missed the one earlier. And they kept on coming, Spence, didn't they, Barça? So this time, Rooney, your favourite on the night. One way then the other. Unai, he should be doing better, should save it in my opinion. But it's a good low strike from Rooney. He deserved that goal, and he gets that goal.
Yeah, it's not so much the shot as it is the movement and the quick agility of Rooney Bardghji. It was on display all night. This goal, the sole goal that he scored on the night, is what he can take with him after this game. And it kept coming 4 minutes later.
4 minutes later, Rafinha, bang, into the roof of the net. No chance for Unai Simon. Didn't see it coming. Caught completely off guard. And the Brazilian there getting himself a deserved goal. Super finish from him. He was brilliant all night. Sort of set the tempo, didn't he, for Barça? And him on one side, Rooney on the other. Well, Athletic had practically no answer to Barça. Barca's brilliant. They were ruthless. Arreso there trying to push him back, really. But once he's onto his left foot, well, don't think anyone expected he was going to produce that much of a rocket. They very nearly grabbed another Spence before half-time. That one just tipped away from Unai Simon. Good piece of defending in the end from Vivian, who got that away from Ferran Torres' path. Looked as though Sunset had pulled one back off the post.
Yeah, it was so difficult for Athletic Club to score in this game. They almost ended up scoring into their own net. But the couple of chances that they got, well, that was about it and all. And then in the second half for Barça, it started out to give us that manita.
Rafinha with an emphatic finish there eventually after a few bites of the cherry there for Barça. They did finally get their 5th goal. The manita, as you say, Spence, and 5 goals that will send them into Sunday's final full of confidence. Let's see what happens tomorrow night between Madrid and Atleti, but I will say the performance and the display tonight from Barça will give them a lot of confidence. Athletic, well, I'm not sure how they didn't score in this game, I must say. They didn't play well. They didn't have that many chances, but the ones they did, well, they were pretty clear-cut, weren't they?
No, it was meant to be a clean sheet, apparently, for Barça. And even though it was a clean sheet, there weren't many highlights for Joan Garcia, except for this one.
That was a good save.
Because he was able to pull this one out of midair. Man, the way that he just holds on to it is really impressive. No problems for Barça tonight. 5-0. Let's maybe not go home, but go back to the hotel and get ready for Sunday.
Yeah, certainly so. No going home for Barça. They'll stay in Saudi Arabia, of course, and start preparing for that final, which will come on Sunday, 8 p.m. Local time in Spain, that is. That's the same kickoff time as tonight, by the way, guys. If you are now starting to put that one in your diaries, of course, we'll be here with a show for you all. Spence, we've got some of the goal scorers there up on the side. It was one of those weird games where I think, to be fair, the defence, when they were asked to do stuff, did it well. Joan Garcia the same. But this was a game of the attackers. And I must say, Rafinha, Rooney, for me, take my hat off to them. So impressive. I mean, big call from Flick to go for Rooney tonight. I thought if Lamine doesn't play for whatever reason, he might put Rashford, he might move Rafinha to the right, maybe Ferran comes right, Lewandowski plays on the middle. No, he went for Rooney like for like. He was absolutely brilliant, Rooney Bardghji.
Yeah, he certainly was. And first of all, just to hit on a couple of the points you were talking about, the 79% possession, the way that the defense didn't have to get involved was because the high press was so effective tonight. Every time Barca lost the ball, they were in the right position to win the ball back, if not at the first time of asking, but then the second. The thing with Rooney, and I'm sure we'll talk more about him as this post-game continues, but I think there's now a new option that a lot of Barca fans before this game might not have realized that they had, because you're obviously going to go with Lamine on most occasions in the big games, but if Hansi needs to switch it up, or he wants to give Lamine a little bit of rest, or he needs to make a move in the second half of a game, Rooney Bardghji is a real option now. And that's also a little bit unfair to him in the sense that the pressure is now on, because we've seen what his best looks like. This was a top performance from him, so it will be unfair to expect that of him every time he comes out on the pitch, but we now know what the best can look like, so when he's out there, we've got the confidence.
He's one of those wingers, I will say, Spence, that he just tries things, and that is great. He just tries things, and I think that's a really good element that a winger can have, I must say. I mean, if they take people on, then a lot of the time things are going to work out for you. Right, we're getting word in that we have our first reactions coming from the stadium this evening. Rafinha was with Llorenç. Let's hear from him.
Bueno, Rafa, felicidades. Obviamente un primer partido, unas semis nunca es fácil. No me gusta usar la palabra fácil en el deporte, pero ha parecido una victoria cómoda, al menos para el equipo.
Bueno, la verdad es que cuando el resultado es con una diferencia bastante grande, parece que es un partido fácil. Pero la verdad que nunca es. Yo pienso que el que hace el partido fácil o difícil somos nosotros mismos. Creo que cuando defendemos bien y atacamos bien, parece que el partido es más fácil, pero nunca es. Y encima jugando contra el Atlético, que es un equipo muy, muy difícil de jugar. Hay jugadores de mucha calidad, de mucho nivel. Individualmente te puede resolver un partido, pero creo que hemos entrado muy bien en el partido. Supimos controlar muchos momentos del partido y cuando tuvimos la oportunidad hemos marcado.
Parece las sensaciones que estáis en el mejor momento, no tan solo de fútbol, sino también de cabeza, ¿no?
Sí, bueno, lo que he dicho hace algunas semanas, íbamos a encontrarnos otra vez nuestro mejor nivel. Yo creo que aún estamos buscando, no estamos en nuestro mejor nivel, pero creo que estamos muy bien, lo estamos haciendo la cosa muy bien y esto es lo que importa.
La última muy rápido, ¿dónde se puede mejorar, Rafa? Siempre hay margen de mejora.
Bueno, yo pienso que en todos los sitios se puede mejorar, creo que todos los jugadores pueden mejorar un poco más y bueno, creo que con esta mentalidad tenemos todo para ganar lo que tenemos.
Enhorabuena y el domingo más y mejor, gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Words there of Rafinha, no doubt elected as the game's MVP, you'd imagine, with the 2 goals he scored. Spence, often the way it goes, isn't it? We'll have our votes later, of course. Like what you said at the end there, you can always improve. Still looking to improve. I said a few weeks ago that this team would improve its level, and look at us, we have done. He said there's still room to improve on them in every aspect of the game. He said there's no easy games in football. He said that, we are the ones who make the games easy. That seems as though it's what Barca did. But Rafinha, Spence, yet again, since he's come up from injury, is proving himself as one of the world's best, to me, and for sure one of Barca's most, if not most important player in the team. The way he carries himself, the way he leads the group, and indeed his production level now as well.
Yeah, I mean, I give credit to Llorenç for trying that last question, because 5-0, you're trying to get something out of these guys after a game that did look easy. The first question was brilliant because he's right. Like, it looked easy. Obviously, no football match at the professional level is. But he tried it with, there's always something you can improve. What can you improve? And Rafinha gave him the generic, well, a little of everything.
Yeah.
But if you're Rafinha, you're looking back at that game, I guess you could say, like, well, I lost the ball once, or I don't know. I mean, there's just not a whole lot that they did wrong in this game.
Yeah, certainly so. We're seeing the highlights on our screens once more. There was Ferran Torres' opener. I must say, guys, if you missed the game, it was pretty much from this point onwards that Barça started to run away with things. Rafinha, who we just heard from a minute ago, they're setting up Fermin here, who crashed in a Barça third. Excellent from him. You'd imagine not too many notes from Hansi Flick tonight, Spence, and he'll be now thinking about Sunday. Nice that Barça have the extra day rest too, of course, and who knows what will happen between Madrid and Atleti tomorrow. Could be chaos, or, well, could be another calm game like this one was tonight. Often the case in the Spanish Supercup. This is the biggest win of margin by goals since the change to the new format. This was Rooney's third. Maybe one of the nicer moments of the evening to see him get on the score sheet. Certainly an error from Wijnaldum on the way there and through it, but still a nice drive from Rooney. But for Flick, Spence, I mean, lots to be happy about tonight. And I think the way his team have been playing in recent weeks too, I think Espanyol, we've suffered a bit more, but hey, tonight looks right back to our best level that we have been showing, certainly since that Chelsea game, I'd say, really.
Yeah, this was that goal that we just saw was, I think, the game decider, because it was 2-0 and Athletic Club felt, all right, if we hang tough, there's a chance.
Yep.
Maybe we pick up the third goal of the game, we get back into it, and then the ball slipped under Unai Simon's hands, and after that, there was no coming back. 4 minutes later, Rafa, bang.
Yeah, that's a super goal from Rafinha, who we just heard from, as I say, a few moments ago. Absolutely emphatic, the finish is the word for it, really. Valverde is currently speaking in the press room, by the way. We will be hearing from Hansi Flick in a few moments' time. At this stage, Spence, I wondered how bad this was going to get for Athletic. I really did. I mean, it was looking pretty nasty at one stage, honestly. It was that relentless from Barça. That's the closest that they came, crashing that one off the post from Sunset. But in the second half, Barça came up with the same sort of intensity, at least for the first 5-10 minutes or so. And then Rafinha, no mistake from him. 5 for Barça.
I know, this was the point where we asked the question, what's the final tally going to be? And we were all hoping that there would be a few more in it, because this is, minute 52? And we had a lot of football left to play. There were a couple of chances for Barça, but once you get to 5-0, you don't want to say it out loud, but you can take your foot off the gas a little bit.
This one, we're not quite sure how Unai Gomez missed. Just put it wide of the post. Few stats for the season, by the way. Ferran Torres up to 14 goals now. Fermin up to 8. Rafinha up to 9. And that was indeed Rooney's second as well in a Barça shirt. So Rafinha starting to rack them up despite being out for quite some time too, Spence.
I mean, you're seeing all the goals right now and what it looked like once Barça were getting going. I know that on the left-hand side of the screen it says that there's 22 minutes on the clock when Barça scored the first goal.
Yeah.
But sometimes, this is just like an intuitive football notion. When the game starts, within the first 5, maximum 10 minutes, you get this feeling of the way a team is playing where you go, man, they're locked in, they're in sync, they're feeling themselves, everybody's touching the ball, everybody's moving, there's a lot of energy, it just feels good. And these couple of early chances, Barca didn't score, it was 0-0, but you're thinking, okay, I like the movement, I like everything, and then all of a sudden, bang, 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 5 goals, and you go, well, actually, that makes sense based on what I was watching.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It had the feel, didn't it? And quite quickly after Barca started to rack up in the chances, well, once the first came, the floodgates well and truly opened, and it did feel like it was going to be one of those nights. I think a telling thing for me, Spence, was after the first goal, just sort of had a little glance at the Athletic players off the ball, and I thought, it's not really the performance or the body language of a team who's 1-0 down in a semi-final. And they were leaving gaps. They weren't tracking runners. There was a moment where Valverde was screaming on the sidelines, often a very calm coach, and you could just tell it wasn't going to be their night at all. By this stage, they'd finished completely, I must say. By the time Fermin had plopped that one into the back of the net, we were thinking, yeah, we're in the final, thank you very much. There was some ruthless play and some good problems too for Hansi Flick to think about looking towards Sunday's final now. He's got a lot of decisions to make. You get the feeling some of them may have been made for him tonight. Certainly in the attacking phase of the pitch. He has to decide who he plays, who doesn't, because this man, Rooney, I mean, you'd imagine won't start, but hey, hasn't done any harm to his name today.
No, hardly. I mean, I don't know, when you talk about Athletic Club, the way they played tonight, I don't like going for the extreme opinions or the hyperbole and especially you never question a team's mentality, truly. But I can't help but think that they were here because they finished in 4th place in La Liga. And you're always going to get up for every game. That's obvious. But then, if you had won the Copa last year or even gotten to the final of the Copa the year before or finished 2nd in La Liga even, I can understand, all right, we deserve to be here. I got to think there was just this tiny little morsel in this little popping thought in the back of these players' heads thinking, why are we here? We finished 4th in La Liga last year. Yeah. And that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the outcome of the game because they just didn't have a good night. But once they got down 3 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals, at some point they're probably thinking, all right, let's get back to focusing on La Liga and the Champions League. We got other things to take care of.
Yeah, certainly so. It felt that way, didn't it? This was the 5th. That came in. Rafinha eventually, after a few bites of the cherry for Barça, blasted it in. No mistake from him there. And for Barça now, they can think about the final in what is a crazy month of January. I mentioned the problems that Flick has to discuss too, Spence. It comes at a good time in the month, I will say, because there's games coming thick and fast now for Barça. When they come back from a Sunday's final, they will indeed have the Copa del Rey to think about too. The round of 16 against Racing Santander. Not an easy game at all. Away from home, that'll be, I'm guessing, Wednesday or Thursday. So stay tuned for the official date and time of that one, people.
El Sardinero, rockin' spot.
That's all the ingredients, isn't it? That one of a really, really tasty cup tie. Flick might well play caution to the wind in terms of picking his lineup there. He won't want to.
Might throw Rooney out there.
Yeah, you get the feeling Rooney will play. He won't want to rotate too much, though. Not there. That'll be a tricky one for Barça, but certainly. As I get something stuck in my throat. Certainly lots of exciting football to come for Barça. I think we've got the league action, Spence, the Super Cup that we're in now, the Copa del Rey, as I mentioned, the 2 Champions League games still to come, Slavia Prague, Copenhagen away and home. It is relentless, and it's a relentless month,
totally.
And he's going to need the whole squad. You can see it tonight.
Totally. It's one game after the next. The win tonight, while it's a great win, just added another game onto the fixture list.
Yep.
And then you're going to have another one probably on Thursday, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday is my guess. They'll probably appropriately proportion out the games.
You'd hope so.
I would be hard-pressed to believe they're going to play a game on Tuesday after playing in Saudi Arabia on Sunday, but hey, you never know.
Not Tuesday, no.
Just in general, it's going to get complicated, so as many fresh legs as we can find. That's fine.
You're seeing yet again, people, if you missed the game, all of the highlights on your screen right now. There's still people coming in and joining the family, Spence, which is nice. Hussein has joined up with us now,
Hello.
Which is nice. Welcome, a late member. You'll be there. Yeah, he does. You'll be there for Sunday's final. Edmir Day says one of the best performances of this season. I couldn't agree more. It's brilliant. Peter Malita says, "Que golazos, mana meva."
Yeah.
Ricardo Rodriguez says, "Vamos." Yeah, there were loads of great goals. That one from Fermin, a really clean strike into the far top corner too. Almost took the net off there when I see him on. Nothing he could do about that one. This was the third, this Rooney Bardghji. And a reminder, people, these are the highlights. You've got the full game coming to you, 10 p.m. Central European time tomorrow for YouTube members. Full game coming your way. So lots to enjoy, people. Lots to enjoy. That gives you
plenty of time to watch it back before Sunday's 8 p.m. local final.
Yeah, 100%, which should be a really, really thrilling one, shouldn't it, Spence? And whether it is against Atleti or Madrid, and we spoke about the fact whether we want those two, hey, it's going to be a really good one, whatever is the case. Barça will be there yet again. We make it to the final, and we're actually looking to get our 3rd Super Cup title in the last 4 years, which would be a very good return, I must say. Won it in 2023, didn't win it in 24, of course, won it last season under Flick. Let's see if you can make it 2 from 2 in this competition. And I mentioned it earlier, I think this competition, if you win it, gives you a nice impulse for the rest of the season. So let's hope that can be the case on Sunday, right?
I mean, it gives you that momentum to carry in afterwards to say, all right, next up we're going to go for whatever competition is next on your list, because the Copa is a one-off tie, so that's what we're going for next. Then you get into the Champions League and the knockout stages. That's what we got to do to keep us alive there. And the way Barca have been playing, especially in knockout-style games, I like the look of what's to come in the next couple of months. And it's usually that way, but even more so with this team. They're having fun. They like each other. Everybody's just enjoying themselves.
They've also grown a lot this season, Spence. You can see it. Because I think even in the wins at the start of the season, in September, October, probably November as well, just maybe felt like a little something was missing. I think players were missing at times, which played a role. But maybe something else as well. I must say, they've warmed this season. And in contrast to last campaign, when November, December were pretty bleak, this time around, certainly December was excellent. We started January brilliantly. We've scored 7 goals without reply in 2 games against Espanyol away and Athletic Club in a semi-final. And I get the feeling, Spence, that no matter who Barca play, they're going to go into that Sunday final feeling pretty damn confident, right, that they're going to be able to get the job done. And I think Chelsea, after that Chelsea loss that I'm looking at now, the team have changed massively. They really have. And I remember Flick came out after it and said, this team is going to improve from here. Don't worry, we're going to get better. I mean, boy, have they done that. And I'm looking at Sunday's final. Confidence levels right now through the roof for Barca, especially after tonight.
Yeah, and they're starting to finally, put up some clean sheets. That was a little bit of the problem earlier. We're talking about Barca's defense, but scoring goals helps too. And they scored 5 goals for the 4th time this season. I will put you on the spot. Can you come up with the other 3 games that Barca scored 5 goals in the game?
This season? We beat Valencia 6-0. Does that count?
Valencia's 1.
Valencia 6. This is tough, eh?
I know.
Valencia 6. How many? What more were there? Sorry,
2 more.
Really? Frankfurt.
No.
We put 6 past Frankfurt, no?
That was a 2-1 win.
Sorry, not Frankfurt. Olympiacos.
There you go. 2.
Sorry, forgive me.
Yeah.
Olympiacos. And that's a tough one, Spence. Recent.
Betis.
Betis, of course. Rooney's first goal. There you go. Right. We have more reactions coming from Jeddah. Hansi Flick has spoken to Llorens. Let's hear from him.
Well, Hansi, amazing performance of the team, especially in the first half. Imagine you are satisfied.
Of course satisfied. So the first half, after 5 minutes, so we are in the game and we played like we want, and I'm very happy, of course.
I don't want to use the word easy in a sport, but today the victory did seem easy.
No, it shows our quality. When we do the right things, so the right positions, and we are connected, then it could happen like this. And of course I'm very, very proud about the team.
Let me ask you for Rooney. Today had the opportunity and he deserves this opportunity. And I guess he's the kind of players at the beginning nobody knows him. At the end everybody loves him.
Yes, of course. His skills are really, really amazing, and also he showed it in the training. And of course it's not easy for him because Lamine normally play on this position, and it's not easy to get minutes, but he deserved it, and he made it really good.
You can choose. You cannot choose the opponent of the final. Tomorrow is a great game.
No, we will have a look what happens, and then we see who is the opponent on Sunday.
Congrats, Hansi.
Thank you very much.
I like that.
We'll have a look. We'll see.
He often says, I won't watch it, or I won't. He said, we'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look.
Oh, why not? Will you have a look?
I actually might not,
Oh, okay. All you have to do is just say, yeah, let's have a little look.
I might keep my eye on it in the background. There's also an Arsenal-Liverpool tomorrow, by the way, which is going to be a great game. But I'm not sure if I'll tune into that. He got asked the same question there, Flick, that Llorens also asked Rafinha about the fact that you made it look easy. And Flick said, no, it wasn't easy. I suppose it was down to the way we played, and we're happy about that. Get the feeling he's going to be a pretty happy Barca coach right now, Hansi Flick.
He doesn't have too much to say to these players after that game other than, great job, guys. Here's a couple of things we can work on and take a little bit of time, rest. We'll get back at it, and we got another game to play on Sunday.
Yeah, certainly so. Action coming thick and fast. You heard the words of Hansi Flick. They were waiting for more reactions to come, by the way, from the stadium. Spence?
Yeah. No, I was
okay. So
I thought there was somebody else that we were going to hear from.
No, we are going to hear from someone shortly. Going to hear from a player. Someone you have been very pleased with tonight, Spence. But we'll hear from him later. For now, we'll hear from Hansi Flick in the press room. We'll hear from him now. Let's see it.
In English.
Yeah.
Right, Hansi, do you think that your team is now in the best moment of the season after this performance of today?
But for me, always it's the game finish and then it's the next game. But I'm really appreciate a lot what I saw today. I think against Espanyol we didn't play so good, and today we saw a totally different mentality, attitude, and also how we played as a team in the defense, but also in the offense. It was really good to see that. Make like this. Better.
Okay.
No?
Okay, let's do it that way. Let's do it live.
Hola, ¿yo o tú, Mireia?
Oh.
Come on, go ahead,
Okay.
please,
Marta
go on.
Ramon, en directe a RAC1, li preguntarem a Hansi Flick què el fa més orgullós avui, més enllà de l'evidència del resultat. What does make you the most proud today after this game, further than the evidence of the result, considering that you're reaching the opportunity to win another title in your career as a FC Barcelona coach?
Sorry, yes, it's too loud here. No, for me, you know that normally I really love that we're playing like a team. We are playing together and for each other, and we defend today very good. So this was the key, but also we are well connected, and we are in the right positions, and also we create a lot of chances, especially in the first half, and this is what I like to see, what I love to see, and also the goals were amazing. So it's great. But it's only a match, so.
Ara sí, tu, Mireia.
Ara sí. Bona nit. Mireia
Okay,
Ruiz.
no, okay, sorry.
Yeah, that was my turn. Mireia Ruiz, en directe a la TDT de Catalunya Ràdio. Li preguntarem a Flick pels 5 gols, per la porteria 0, i per si per ell aquest és un prototip de partit perfecte. 5 goals today, 4 in the first half, a clean sheet in a semifinal. Is that for you the perfect match?
Perfect match. I think we also need some minutes to start our game. We want to play like this, so it's like the match plan. We show them how we want to play, so we are in the right position. We made the deep runs we normally want to do. It was similar like normally like the match plan was, and I'm really happy because we control the game, and this is also good. After 2 goals, 3 goals, then we also start to keep the ball, and this was good. This is what was good to see that. But also we are very focused of 90 minutes till the end of the match to defend, and this is good.
Sí, aquí detrás, Carlos Monfort, Diario Sport. Felicidades por la victoria. Me gustaría preguntarte por Lamine Yamal, que hoy no ha empezado el partido. ¿Qué es lo que ha pasado exactamente? No sé si nos puedes especificar qué molestias tenía y qué te ha parecido su partido, y si ya lo es para estar en la final. I would like to know what happened to Lamine, why he didn't start the match, and if you think he's fit enough to start the final. Thank you.
I think he had some discomfort the last 2 days, and yesterday he had a treatment and it was much better. So he couldn't train the last 2 days, and this is why he only sat on the bench. But it has nothing to do with the injury. It has to do with the stomach. Okay, it's not about this.
Yes, here, Mr. Flick. Joan Poquín, Mundo Deportivo. Me gustaría preguntarle qué rival prefiere. What rival you prefer in the final?
This is the good thing. When you're in final, you can see, can watch tomorrow the game, and then you see what happens.
Could you please identify yourself and the media outlet? The name of
The name of the media you are representing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mohamed Raji, Sport KSA newspaper.
Thank you.
Don't you think that the early goals make it easier or made it easier for you to control the game and play freely and better? But this situation might be difficult to happen in the final.
Of course. Every game is different. So today, I'm happy about that we score the goals very fast and then give us the confidence. We can control the game and it's good. But also it's good for us to see this in the competition like this, to have this situation and to do it really good. So it also gives you confidence. And of course, in the final, totally is different.
Hello, Coach. Abdullah Mustadi, Ukad newspaper. Congrats for winning. Just I want to ask about the future of Lewandowski. There are a lot of rumors about he is leaving Barcelona, he is coming here to our league. So where will be next month for Lewandowski?
Next month or next year?
Next month.
Next month he will
also
be.
next season.
Next season, you mean next season? Okay. This I don't know, and I'm really honest also with Robert. I'm really happy that we have him, and you don't know that he's on a good level, and he trained well, and he also scored goals. So it's like this, and we have on this position 2 players who can play this, and I'm really happy to have this quality, and you never know. I will not say he leave the club. No, why? We have time, and this is also what I spoke with Robert. We will see what happens, and then we decide at the end of the season.
Hi Hansi, I'm Juan Jimenez from us. You used to say that you don't watch on television the games of Real Madrid because you are sleeping. Tomorrow the game starts at 10. Can you confirm that you will see the match or not?
I cannot confirm. I cannot confirm.
Okay, no more questions. Bona nit. Moltes gràcies. Good night.
Gracias. Ciao. Thanks.
There you go, Hansi Flick answering questions from the press in the press room after this one. Right, we've got a few more reactions coming in before we say goodnight tonight from Jeddah. Rooney Bardghji, star of the show potentially. He spoke to Udent a few moments ago. Let's hear from him.
And Ronnie next to us. Ronnie, I can imagine you are one of the more happiest people here right now.
Yeah, for sure. I'm extremely happy to be here in Saudi to play an amazing match where we were very dominant, and to be able to help the team with some goals and assists. I'm extremely happy, but also for that, I know that we have a final now, so I'm extremely happy and looking forward for that.
You want to choose any opponent or?
Doesn't matter. It's two great teams, and it will be fun either team. So
2 goals this season, both with the other leg.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not a surprise. I've been practicing a lot, but yeah, for sure. I mean, people know maybe that I have the left foot, so whenever the chance opens, I try to go to the right, and I know that I can shoot with the right as well, so it's good.
Hansi Flick just said here, Rooney has a difficult season because he's playing on the position of Lamine Yamal, but he's learning a lot and working a lot. What are you learning this season with all these teammates?
I mean, of course, when you come to a new club, is always you need to adapt. Some players that has been here for a long time, they have the trust and everything. So for me, it's just important to every time I get the chance to show what I can do. Every minute I get, I'm grateful for them and to show. Of course, I want to play more. Everyone wants to play, but I'm learning from everyone. It's my first season here at Barca, but I'm learning and I'm developing a lot every training session, every match. So hopefully I continue like this.
The last one, no Rooney, no party.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I'm saving for the final.
Thanks a lot and congrats.
Thank you guys. Thank you, man.
No Rooney, no party. I like it. We might have to add that to the show.
Starting something.
He's a happy little chap, isn't he, Rooney Bardghji? What a big smile on his face he's always got. Right, the reactions keep on coming. Cool Barça also spoke to Udent. Let's hear from him.
Pau, felicitats perquè mai és fàcil en l'esport i avui ha semblat fàcil i no sé si això és el gran mèrit del partit d'avui.
Bona nit, sí, potser ha semblat fàcil, però jo crec que darrere hi ha un treball espectacular de l'equip. Sí que al principi potser no hem començat tan bé, però després jo crec que ja ens hem assentat al partit i jo crec que ha semblat fàcil, però hem fet un treball espectacular.
Sensació que esteu en el millor moment de la temporada, no només futbolístic, sinó sobretot anímic, no? Emocional i de confiança en vosaltres mateixos.
Sí, ara portem una dinàmica molt bona on, per exemple, portem 9 partits guanyats seguits i 5 porteries a 0. Jo crec que això és una cosa molt positiva, que això també ens dona ganes de seguir millorant i veure que podem treure coses positives i esperem aquest diumenge a la final doncs, fer-ho.
Hansi ha dit abans de començar el partit que cada partit li preguntava si el precedent de Lliga podia servir avui. Al final ha estat bastant similar, però diu cada partit el marcador torna a ser 0-0 i això segurament és la lliçó de cara a diumenge, sigui quin sigui el rival.
Sí, quin sigui el rival, és un partit que comença 0-0 on independentment del rival doncs, has de sortir a guanyar-ho perquè és el primer títol de la temporada i nosaltres sortirem amb tot i intentarem guanyar-ho.
A l'esport no es pot triar rival, però la pregunta te l'he de fer. Atlético o Madrid?
No, si et dic la veritat, m'és bastant igual perquè els dos equips també venen en una bona dinàmica, són molt bons equips, serà un partit espectacular també per als aficionats d'Espanya i esperem sobretot doncs, donar-ho tot i intentar portar el títol a casa.
Moltíssimes felicitats i sempre un plaer veure't a aquest nivell, Pau. Gràcies.
Gràcies.
Pau Barsi there speaking. Spence, before we go to Urense, we're going to play a quick fire round, you and me, of your player of the match. Quick fire. Hit me with your points because Urense is going to do the same. There you go.
No, I have to give all 3 points to Rooney for what he was able to do tonight. That's why, for me, he's the guy who made the entire engine churn. He was constantly open and available and attacking and just crisp on the right-hand side. 3 points for him, the way he squared up every time. 2 points for Rafinha. He scored 2 goals. He was very clinical, except for the one that he shot into the second deck. But other than that, he did everything that was asked of him. And Pedri in the midfield, you almost didn't even notice him. And that's when he's at his best. Point for Pedri tonight.
I like it. Spence, these are my votes now. I went Rooney 3 as well. I agree. I think he was man of the match today. I know Rafinha got the 2 goals and an assist, but I thought Rooney lit the game up. I really did. Rafinha, of course, has to get his credits. He gets 2. And then I went for Fermin. I thought Fermin was good tonight. I really do. I think he popped up well, linked up play well. Was also involved in 3 goals, so great display from him. Right, Urense is there from Saudi Arabia. Let's say goodbye to him tonight. Let's also hear his MVP votes. Let's do it, Urense.
Yeah, Pablo, it's over. Almost over. Because I have 2 things to do. Just one, saludar la Sara Salapur, que com sempre ens acompanya. You know, Pablo, I need to improve my English to be part of the show, so I prefer Sara speaks for me. Sara, ¿qué te ha parecido el partido? ¿Qué te ha semblat?
Hello. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to Llorens. Amazing English. And the game was absolutely insane. 4 goals in the first half and 1 goal in the second half. As you can see, I've kind of lost my voice. It's from celebrating
As usual.
As usual, exactly. But no, great stuff. And we're very happy to be in the final of the Supercup.
On Sunday, en catalán decimos més i millor, more and better.
Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen, hopefully. We want more goals and we want to take the trophy back home to Barcelona.
Mira, farem l'MVP, els 3 punts, 2 punts i 1 punt, okay? Do you want to start or I prefer?
You start.
3 punts, 3 points goes to Rafinha. I love Rafinha. I think I'm in love with the Brazilian player. 2 points for Rooney.
Okay.
And 1 point... Ferran.
Okay.
Your turn.
I'm going to switch it up a bit. I'm going to say 3 points for Rooney.
Yeah.
Very proud of him. And he's such a young player that has so much ambition, so we're very happy to see him score goals. 2 points, I would say, for Rafinha. Obviously, he scored a brace. He's just at his best, prime. And I'm going to give the best to Ferran because he opened the goal-scoring machine. The Shark...
Well, it's the same, eh?
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Ferran for first place.
So, Pablo, Spence, see you on Sunday. Yes. Everything is finished here. We go to sleep. It's, what time is it here?
It's very late. I think
very
it's
late.
It's 12:30.
Oh my God.
Over there, I
have to go bed, Pablo.
10:30, yeah.
See you on Sunday. Thanks a lot, Sarah.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Buona nit.
Buona nit, guys. Yeah, Urense, that's long past Urense's bedtime. That's a long way past your bedtime. So there you go, Urense and Sara there live from Jeddah. Right, we're going to wrap things up there. Spence, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for joining.
Manita?
Manita? Thank you very much. Really enjoyed it tonight, guys. To the final, Peter Malita says that's exactly where Barça are headed. Very satisfactory day at the office for the Catalans. We'll be in Sunday's final against Madrid or Atleti. We'll find out tomorrow night, same time, kickoff as this one. And then Sunday, again, 8 p.m. local time in Catalonia, kickoff for that one too. Of course, for the preview show here. Lots to like, lots to get involved with. We'll see you then, Culers. Thank you for joining us tonight, and bon année.